Look at that. That. Can you guys talk real quick? Okay, so you guys are not getting. Try talking now.
Yo, you
Okay,
ever
there
tried
we
a
go.
grilled cheese deluxe with Caesars?
Alright, we can hear everybody now. Okay. So, hi guys! Yes, if you did not watch Mario Party Jamboree last night, we're finally back. I'm sorry for my break in between streams. I'll just leave it as unforeseen circumstances handed that required my full attention at that point. So, yeah.
Life happens.
Yeah. So, we are going to be doing 2 streams for Astrobot this week, mostly because I'll just keep it brief. If you know what next week is in the US, I don't want to be streaming during that for obvious reasons. So, yeah, on to that. So,
Take a break.
please
Take
go
a break
vote
from
anyway.
everything.
So, yeah, okay, I gotta remember what the hell we were doing last time. It's been a hot minute. Okay, yeah. Going into Cameo Chaos. I think we already did everything we could back at Crash Site, so...
The chameleon!
Man, that controller is really green. That's so cool.
The most weird lady. What an asshole!
By the way, audio good to chat onto the... Okay. Oh,
Okay, there's one good.
good. Okay. Check the Serpent World again? I can do so after this.
That seems to be notably something missed. Okay. Yeah, you yeehawed at the wrong neighborhood, wanderer.
Yeah. Sweet. Alright, so anyway, since it has been a little while, guys, how have you all been doing? Onto that. It's been a hot minute. Onto that.
A certain game came out.
Yeah,
It was Peach.
Astrobot is not the new platformer hotness anymore onto that, apparently. So.
It is kind of funny that well, it's our biases, but it's like, yeah, no, I think I preferred Shadow. But it's apples to oranges.
I will have to sit down and see which one goes for me onto that. There's a lot of Game of the Year for me contenders coming in very last minute for this one.
I feel this was a very last minute year for
Yeah.
Game of the Years.
And here comes Mario and Luigi with a steel chair! Where's the good shot? There we go.
I still haven't played Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah, I still haven't played that one either on that.
And apparently Silent Hill remake didn't suck! Wow!
That one really
Wow,
does.
Bloop.
That one because of like that and the Until Dawn remaster that was apparently really ass. It does remind me of the Dead Space Callisto Protocol situation. It was like, this was not the timeline it was supposed to be on this one.
Did someone go back in time and move one chair?
But yeah, since I feel like we're gonna be talking about it anyway, yeah, Shadow Generations is really good, way better than I thought it was going to be on that.
Guys, I think Shadow is
I thought-
back, baby.
I thought it was going to be pretty good. I did not think it was going to be, like, arguably one of the best Sonic games.
I think for me, it's like, I feel like out of our group, I've definitely been the most pessimistic with Sonic kind of deal. I think just mostly for the Sonic team can switch on a dime for me a lot of the time. Thank you, Pixar. They can switch on a dime for quality, so I really have to judge them case-by-case basis onto that, but...
Even when, like, something seems like a safe bet, it's like there's weird caveats.
Yeah, so I wasn't getting too hyped for Shadow onto it. It was eventually, and then when very similar to Astrobot, everybody kept raving like crazy over it, more than usual for Sonic. And this wasn't like a Frontier's like, this seems like a really good foundation or something like that to go forward with, but it still feels like it's in the testing phase. Shadow's just like, This shit's just really good. That's,
Oh my gosh, the Sonic team was left. Actually,
Bird.
take me to my destination, bird.
That wasn't what we were supposed to.
Bird, you didn't.
Is
Okay, bird.
wait, hold on. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, we're missing one because that is a regular bot. Down here.
That's a bot, not a war bot.
Where are
Right
you,
up.
little? Okay, this is where we got this one.
Like you.
Little Sprimbler, where you go?
Where's my scream blow? By the stomping things? Got it!
I'm playing Metaphor.
Metaphor is also a game I really want to get around to onto that because people are really saying that is actual Game of the Year contender for that 100%.
Hey.
It's her!
Hey, you want a new Persona game but with way more fantasy racism?
Uh,
I mean,
Tales of the Abyss fan, what do you have to say?
this, he's a Rise fan.
hey,
Sorry, I meant to rise. I meant to rise.
hey, I get what? So I sell Metaphor to Tales of Rise fan, and it's like, oh boy, is it like really cool gameplay and stuff like that? No fancy racism.
I mean the gameplay, yes. Yes. But also,
That
holy
must
shit,
be-
they
that
hit
must
you
be
like a
fast
truck
forward.
with the prejudice.
I've been hearing story-wise, it seems to be in a good direction. I don't know how it's
The story seems fine. I know some people were like worried about the writing like going in, but like I think those are ultimately unfounded.
I think
It is
just
not
might be that the
it is
demo
not
hit-
a subtle game.
I think it's just that the
I'm-
demo hits you with a lot very fast. kind of
I
demo.
mean, it's the entire
I'm-
prologue.
I'm nearly 30 hours in, and
All right.
it's a lot better.
I'm
Hey,
like
man,
10 hours in.
yeah. It's funny though. Seeing
Laura,
people,
stop caressing the treasure chest.
seeing people act like Metaphor was like too ham-fisted, or but then everybody collectively remembered. Oh wait, Persona 5 was also incredibly unsubtle as well, and it's
Yeah,
still
like
really
Persona's
good.
never been
It's
subtle.
never been
Yeah.
ever on
Yeah.
that.
Persona is about as subtle as a shotgun.
Yeah, like that lack of subtlety was how I was able to start appreciating symbolism with 4.
Considering what I hear about Japan's political climate, they don't need subtle right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for Persona 3, how do you summon your personas? Oh, you literally shoot yourself in the head. You might have, yeah, it's about as subtle as taking a bag of hammers to the face.
I think Laura's fine.
Yeah, I died before coming back, so I didn't know if she was actually collected or not on that.
Okay.
This is not the Spyro room.
Gems! Nom 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 nom
No,
nom.
shit, Pat, keep looking. We might find Crash 5.
Wait, did we
in
get
here
the
with
little
Spyro.
guy? Did we forget the little guy?
We forgot the little
From,
guy. Hold up. Oh shit! I can't go back.
I love these bitrate flexes with the
Not the little guy.
use your ball.
Anyway, bitrate flexes with
All those little like particle items. This game loves that shit.
Yeah.
Look at how powerful our.
I mean,
our
with
system is.
I don't know why I did turn it into a ball there, but I guess with a game with as it's holding the button. Okay.
Yeah, you have to hold it.
Okay, I thought it was a toggle. That's why. Okay. So yeah, I get maybe with a game with Astro, like as simplistic as the art style kind of is, particle effects is the way of how you kind of make it look impressive onto that. So.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole selling point of Knack at the time.
Because that was the only thing Knack had going for it.
Knack, baby!
It was a technical marvel in a sense, but in such a way that no one really cared.
And Astrobot's still a very good-looking game.
Yeah.
Little dude, we came back for you.
It's almost like
You are a
style
little dude,
goes.
right?
It's
Yes,
almost
you are a
like
little dude.
style goes a long way instead of Rio
Speaking
having
of
to force
metaphor.
Rio. Yeah, exactly. You probably saw my tweet about that.
Yeah.
Oh, also the fun thing about Metaphor, it's also FF5 and Persona.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It takes a lot from Final Fantasy V.
It's straight up the job system. Straight up.
Yeah, I'm curious what our game of the year. I don't know.
Oh, he died!
Yeah, I'm curious what our game of the year discussion's going to be overall. Mostly for me, I'm curious what my 5 through 2 are, because look, if you know me at all, I think you already know what my number 1 is on that.
I've probably drawn a blank because I'm tired from
Okay,
work. But
Ryan, for reference, when we do game of the year, we do games that we played for the first time this year, kind of deal.
oh, okay.
So I think that should clue you in on what.
Yeah. Yes.
Someone says
So
go back.
it's not games that only came out this year.
Just because sometimes we don't buy a whole lot of games in a year or stuff like that, so we tend to just do it of anything that we played this year, kind of deal. On that.
Okay. I see. Yeah.
Speak
I
for
usually
yourself.
like to I usually like to do the year specifically just to make sure like a lot of stuff can get highlighted and not like left behind. But yeah,
There's
if
so many
I
games coming out, sometimes don't get everything in 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean this year was honestly I think a lot better than people give it credit for.
To be
This
fair,
year kind of reminds
We were just mentioning Ryan before you gave it to the call. Sophie did. Just that it feels like this year was very backloaded onto it.
Yeah.
Kinda
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
Well, it was backloaded, and also this year it reminds me a lot of 2021, where it had a lot of, it low key had a lot of really good games. They just weren't from a lot of like massive name franchises. Because
Honestly,
2021
as
was
time
not,
goes by, honestly, that's kind of more the years I appreciate onto that.
Yeah.
frankly. Because I mean, I've said it a few times. I feel like even from publishers like Nintendo and stuff like that, I feel like I haven't been super satisfied with a lot of AAA game for me. Of like, there seems to always be like a major hiccup for me along the way or stuff like that. I kind of onto it.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like if I had to pick my game of the year right now, with the note that I do still need to play Rebirth at some point, I would probably go with Metaphor from what I'm enjoying of it, but this would be also up there as well.
I'm sorry, Balatro is already at the top.
Yeah, Balatro Gaming.
I think if any indie game gets nominated at the Game Awards, it's probably going to be Balatro. It's either going to be that or Animal Well.
Animal Well is pretty cool. It's probably not in my. Actually, I forget. I gotta
Fellow
check.
PS.
I don't think
That's
it's in my top five.
that's the protagonist of Suikoden 1.
Ah, okay. I was like, you
Yeah,
look
that-
familiar. I do not remember the game you are from on that.
Yeah. I am admittedly kind of surprised they went with 1 and not 2 for the reference, because 2 is like the really popular one.
Also, this is my small PSA that Slay the Princess Pursuit Edition is out with the quality of life and new content. If you want a visual novel that is a mix of Stanley Parable meets H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, fun. You know what? You mentioning visual novels reminds me, I still need to play MEO onto that, too.
Yes.
That's the other one.
Yeah, I have that game and I really need to play it.
I'm looking at my list right now. Sorry, Zelda, you have to go behind Generations.
I haven't.
What timeline is this?
I think the joke is that Shadow Generation is higher than Bowser's Fury.
Yeah, that's
I
what
haven't-
going around on that. Yeah.
I haven't even bought Zelda yet.
I need to get back on it.
I might just ask for it for Christmas, honestly.
It'd be a good one.
There is if you want to save some time, Pat, the secret entrance is around here.
Yeah, I figure it's
The secret exit.
hidden somewhere.
I'm still debating whether or not to put Hades in my top 10 because Hades 2 is a weird one.
Yeah, because it's technically as complete as Hades 1 right now, but it doesn't
It's
feel
not
like
complete.
God.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
It's not
Yeah, I
complete,
usually-
even if it's technically more.
yeah. I usually don't like to put like early access.
I think
stuff.
it might be an honorable mention for me this year.
Yeah, I have that and Deadlock in my top 10 right now, even though like maybe they shouldn't be there. Deadlock's awesome.
Oh,
But guys, what about Concord?
anyway.
Literally doesn't exist.
Anyway,
I like to shout out iPatch's stream of him breaking the Concord characters. Not a single one was in B tier.
They were all
You know-
C or D tier, if I remember right, yeah.
they wouldn't.
Yeah,
they
it
wouldn't-
was incredible of how flat everyone is personality-wise, even if they had some sort of a design going for them. They made the robot bland. How can you do that?
They would never do it because it's not like completely fan voted like they give you from like option of like 30 or something like that. But I would laugh my ass off if people just like meme voted Concord into player's voice for the Game Awards.
Rocket pull, powder.
Be the funniest thing ever.
Shit, right. Sonic, you are technically right. For a lot of people, I do feel like also Investigations 2 is probably gonna be on a lot of people's lists as well, since, yeah, it is officially
Indeed.
released this year on that.
That's true.
People are experiencing more Ace Attorney peak. Wonder. Okay.
Now make 7 already. Jesus Christ.
I don't want 7. I want to, do.
I mean, it could still be. I mean, it would still be 7, even if it's not like connected.
Looking
to
at Shutakumi.
I mean, not necessarily because Grace turning onto that. It could just be from a different point of time and stuff like that, you know?
Me looking at Shutakumi, what is he cooking?
Yeah,
he
I
ain't
actually
cooking
don't-
anything.
He might be onto it. He still is technically at Capcom for him, but we don't know what he's currently on right now.
Also, apparently, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is releasing an offline mode in December, and all the Dragalia Lost fans are crying.
Which, I mean, hey, that's appreciated. I do think more mobile games should do that.
Now, just
make
don't
an
be
off-
like the Mega Man X one, please. Because I keep hearing.
Well, no. Well, from what I hear, X-Dive Offline is like pretty good for what it is. It's just like it's too pricey at its like standard price point.
Aha.
I got it. I got it when it was on sale for like $12 or something.
Yeah, Animal Crossing is $10 on that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's like an early bird special. I think like come January, it's gonna become 20.
Okay. Doman.
I wonder if they'll do the same thing for like any other of the mobile games that they've shut down.
Oh, thank you.
Stairs questionably at Fire Emblem Heroes.
Well, that's not shutting down.
No, that's the like Nintendo's main moneymaker right now for mobile on that.
It remains. Even if the mechanics continue to grow to be increasingly confusing.
Yeah, it's Kaku Genie for that last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I feel I have some interest in at least trying
Kirby!
it out. It's clearly another here's a dude with a paintbrush game. Also, apparently Evan Stanley worked on that game too, which is
Really?
a surprising.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's sort of like for art stuff.
Ace.
Let me. Actually, I can.
Just have this
He's
picture of
just-
Mothman. It's fine. It's fine.
He's
Look,
just
Mothman,
standing
look how
there,
intimidating he is.
menacingly.
Vengeance is also something I need to pick up later on the tool onto that pocket.
Vengeance is peak.
I do still need to, pick up Vengeance. There's way too many RPGs this year, man.
RPGs from Sega in particular.
Well, not
Feels weird
even.
to count it as Sega, like for metaphor.
I mean,
There's
it is
also like a
Sega.
dragon.
Sega owns Atlas, so
Yeah, they've owned
Yeah.
them for like a decade.
Okay,
now.
I think of it as Atlas, not Sega.
Okay, she was an animator in the game.
It
Yeah,
is
I
weird
forgot
to
she
think about-
technically also has a degree in computer animation.
It's weird to think about, but they cross over more than you think. Like from what I can generally tell, Sega treats Atlas pretty well.
yeah.
I'd assume they would.
Atlas gives us money. You take your time, King.
I mean, considering Persona is like, I think like right now their second highest performing franchise right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
What's the
really,
number one?
Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Yeah, I mean,
RGG Studios.
honestly, like, other than working on like a ton of their other franchises, Atlas in a lot of ways just feels like Sega's equivalent of Monolith.
Yeah. Except that, you know,
RGG
Atlas
Studios.
is the literal lifeblood holding the entire company together. You know.
RGG
Yeah, it's a-
Studios keep releasing Yakuza games until it's gonna be like One Piece and be like, how are we gonna catch up?
I tried to see what you actually are besides just a PSVR.
It's just a VR. It's just a VR reference.
Okay.
You're just the VR dude. How is
Just
how
the
co- what
VR.
kind of existence is that?
This man's playing Until Dawn VR. What the fuck?
Well, the difference, Jojo, is that Sega, Atlas is actually still works with pretty old tech for that, onto that kind of thing, but it's more with Monolith. It's like literally half of Nintendo games would not run on the Switch hardware if it was not for Monolith carrying their ass technically on that.
And in return, they get paid in blank checks to do whatever the fuck they want to.
You know, now I'm thinking about it, Ace, what do you think is probability that they'll pull a Xenoblade 2 and a Xenoblade game might be an early game title for the next Switch at this point? Do you think it's been enough time since 3 for them to be actually working on something?
I
think-
don't doubt they're working on something. We do know that 3 was in pre-production by the time 2 came out, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have something in the pipeline.
I think we get X remastered before we get 4.
I don't think so.
If
you
anything is if anything is going to happen with X, it's going to happen. If anything is going to happen with Xenoblade X, it's
I
going to
see
happen.
you trying to kill him.
Okay.
Get this virus out of my controller. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
The fact that you had to find him by exploding him by releasing him from his prison.
I actually played that, so I can properly say, yeah, it's shit. Do not play it.
No.
What on Act 2?
No, it's the same game. It's maybe slightly better than the original. It's still not good.
But yeah,
It's trash.
what I was saying about Xenoblade X, if anything happens regarding that game, it's going to happen next year because next year's the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, it's just more that they've kind of talked about that literally they would have to basically reprogram the entire game and build it from scratch if they were to remake X for the Switch onto that. And I don't know if there's quite enough of a market for that, considering that a lot of Xenoblade fans do think it is probably the weakest out of all of them. So.
But there's also that much of a niche fan base to be like, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that niche fan base is me and Jason, much to Warbot's annoyance.
Yeah, well, a lot of it, like X just needs like some general tweaking for the most part, and I think like just if it's given a better shot on a system that actually sold, I think it'll garner a lot more of a fan base.
Doggy.
Dog.
We've come to realize a lot with these Wii U ports that games surprisingly sell a lot better when they are put on a console that when they aren't put on a console that's about as popular as hemorrhoids.
Where is HD Wind Waker and Twilight Princess?
That one I'm still confused why we have not gotten that.
I'm
yet.
At this
That
point,
would be a pretty good
it's
launch title.
for the new Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we
That
can't
one-
have Zelda
the way
at launch, that might honestly be worth it at that point.
Like not as the main title, but as
Me-
a
I'm waiting for
supporting
the
title.
genealogy remake.
that over.
that no, it's
I don't think.
no, it's not over. It's some like Japanese only game that like never got localized. I watched like a video on some of the more obscure ones. I forget exactly what the name of
I
it
admit
is.
I fought Orbo Crick when I first saw it.
One thing is that Xenoblade X is just unique. Like, there's not really anything like it. The closest thing
Yeah.
is, like, Phantasy Star, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eternally cry if the genealogy remake is a launch title.
Well, the thing that's just made X so weird is that it was the second game in the series to come out, and then the series has trucked along for nearly a decade with basically X being on its own weird island, whereas everything else has been properly connected.
Like, it's weirdly acknowledged by other games, mostly in, like, DLC stuff.
Oh,
I'm confused.
What?
Where is this puzzle piece at on this? I'm very confused.
it's
I don't. See
I think if you like brush through like some of like the floating like particles, something might appear. I think I remember that's how you, or like the other one. I swear that's how you did it, or at
it's
least got
sure
some of-
not loaded.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, there
Oh,
you
wait,
go.
wait, get her.
Gaming! Puzzle! Perfect puzzle.
perfect cupcake.
Perfect
That's a common-
cupcake.
That's a common writer XA joke if you don't know.
Honestly, what I'm really
we missed
interested to
one
find.
there.
What I'm really interested to figure out now is what's Sakurai's game that he confirmed he's working on in his last game.
I mentioned it on Blue Sky ago. The fact that he went out of his way to do that goddamn Kid Icarus, someone really should do like Kid Icarus, but pour it onto it. It's like, I swear to God, this image is gonna haunt the Kid Icarus fan base until we find out what the hell it is at that point.
Yeah, I hope it's something Kid Icarus related.
I
I'm
guess
thinking.
because aside from Smash Bros, Sakurai don't really do sequels in games.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirby. He made like a ton of games for Kirby.
I mean, he did, but like Sakurai has kind of gone on record multiple times that he really just doesn't like sequels. It's more that Nintendo kept giving him, like, he was still an early game dev, and it was like, well, it's work on, I think now at this point in his career. He doesn't want that, but it's also, I think with Kid Icarus, it's like, he's very passionate about that game. It's very obvious with that.
Yeah, and
His special little adopted boy.
and it's been a case where it's been long enough to where even it being a sequel probably would not feel like stagnated in some way.
You
for
see
him.
how much love Kid Icarus has in the Smash Bros games.
Yeah,
I just want to play that game and not have my wrist hate me.
Frankly, I'm
Like-
Warbot. I'm in the camp. I want the Kid Icarus. I want the Uprising port so I can finally stop hearing the hand complaint every time I talk about the game at this point.
I know.
I want people to just
I am
enjoy the
sorry.
game without that.
I am
And
sorry, it's just
I-
it's that much of an issue.
yeah. like I genuinely don't know where people got like I don't know if just I have like less like sensitive hands or something,
Bro,
but like I've been playing that I've been playing that game since I was a kid, like since I was like 12 on both my original and a 3DS XL in more recent years, and it's not a problem.
My hot take
I'm
on it,
left-handed.
honestly,
I'm left-handed as well, and it's genuinely one of the most uncomfortable games I've ever played.
I mean, for me, maybe I'm just the weird one, but honestly, playing the Switch regularly hurts my hands more than Kid Icarus Uprising ever did.
Okay, that I don't
It's just
understand.
because the Switch by itself, if you don't have like a case for it or anything, is honestly the actual design of the Switch is
I
like really
can kinda understand it.
It's also because the Switch itself is kind of heavy for a handheld device onto that too.
Really?
For that. Yeah. 'Cause,
alright.
it's just in the awkward zone of weight for it.
Okay, Pat, never buy a Steam Deck.
That thing's an
'Cause I-
actual brick.
Because I've held one of those suckers. If you think the Switch is heavy for a handheld, you're gonna get early carpal tunnel.
Well,
with
I
the
think
Steam-
it's just, like I talked about this a little while ago, and it's like besides this most recent trip that I was on, it does feel like every time I bring the Switch with me around, I end up never using it, and I just end up using my phone kind of deal more of the time. And I was talking, a lot of people tend to agree with me on to that. It's just, I think it's just that the Switch itself does not feel quite as natural as a Game Boy or a DS to whip out and, you know, play with on the go. It's like I gotta have like a commitment to play something on it, sort of deal.
You know, Pat, I hope you can look forward to the Switch launch title, Adult Jason Downfall.
One thing I
Like-
do feel really confident in, though, like people were debating about with Sakurai's new game, is that I am almost certain it is not Smash 6, like some people are thinking
What?
it was.
Because Nintendo, because God, did you guys have one track of mine? I swear to God, no, he's not doing Smash Bros.
Don't drop Sakurai
Unless
back
he
in here.
actually says it, that man is done with Smash as a series at this point. It is painfully obvious.
Yeah, I feel like it could go either way for him with Smash Brothers, because I feel like it's a case where like he could be done with it after Ultimate, but at the same time it's very clear that like even for as much of a development like exhaustion that Smash Bros is, he's very passionate about it and is very proud of what he does with it. So
I do think a part of the problem that he has really run into, and I think he talked about it, you know, in one of his videos, is the fact that kind of they never really, Sakurai never really had a protege or anybody like that, so it kind of makes it really awkward for somebody else to take over because no one else really knows the tricks of the trade.
Yes, Sakurai is, for better and for worse, a workaholic and perfectionist, very much for himself.
It's also the fact that, like, the new developer is not going to have the same rep sheet as Sakurai onto that, and it's mostly because of Sakurai's credit is why he's able to get so many of the characters kind of deal onto that. That's why I think the next game is going to really struggle onto that, because whenever the new person comes in, the third-party developers are going to go, that's not Sakurai. I know my character is going to be treated right on that, you know?
Honestly, I don't even think it'll really be that much of an issue, because like it's still under Nintendo's tutelage. Smash Brothers has such a massive name to it, and ultimately, as long as they throw a big enough check in their face, they're not going to say no. Like
Square's like, okay, we're taking him back.
money trumps everything when it comes to this stuff.
But that's also the ironic thing, is that actually Smash Bros. Does not actually have that big of a budget. That might surprise you, honestly, but
yeah.
It's actually one of Nintendo's, like, out of their AAA games, it's actually one of the least, it's one of the cheapest kind of, AAA titles that they actually have, because it's frankly that another reason why Sakurai is able to get so many characters, because of that rep. He's also able to get them for a lot cheaper onto that too.
You also have to imagine he's a master negotiator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man has
I mean-
my man has 20 charisma.
Well, I think it also depends on like what company you're going to or like what characters you're going for. Like, you know, in the case of getting someone like Sora, yeah, you need to have a lot of sway for something like that. But in other cases, like I think it might have been the president of Falcom, but just the other day he said if they were ever approached for a character for Smash Brothers, they would want it to be Adol, who's the main character of Ys. I think like they would do it without even blinking.
Well, I mean,
because
here's the thing, you're kind of getting into the Blizzard. Man, we really want Overwatch to be in Smash. We really want Overwatch to be in Smash.
Yeah,
everybody
be
wants
real.
their character in Smash kind of deal on too.
yeah.
Let's be real, East does not have that pull.
I think that's frankly why, again, one of the things I really love about Ultimate is, frankly, Ultimate was able to get so many dream pick characters that I don't feel like it was really, with a lot of the choices, I don't feel like they were settling for anything, which is what I feel like with a lot of other kind of roster predictions and stuff like that. I don't think that's gonna really be the same when the new person comes in on that kind of deal.
Maybe because Smash
Oh,
Brothers does
maybe
still
you're
have. Because for as big as Ultimate is, Smash Brothers does still have like many characters who would still be like big time like hype additions that a lot of people really want to see. Like, I mean, literally just off the top of my head, like Dante, Crash Bandicoot, Lloyd Irving, like.
But how many are they gonna be able to get without that man on it?
I mean, they could get Lloyd, no problem. I mean, Namco and Nintendo are like fucking joined at the hip in a lot
Yeah,
of
like
ways.
Lloyd's probably more likely than you think, given that. And yeah,
Lloyd,
given
yeah,
that-
I think Don Crash is pretty much a no at this point for that.
Kind of, yeah. If we get another Microsoft rep, it's gonna be Master Chief.
Yo, can you put him in the Fortnite chat too?
I'm still not over that Sakurai got Sora by literally just finding him at the elevator again.
That is.
History repeats itself.
I'm not over the fact that
quote.
I'm not over the one that it was Square who were the ones who were being a pain about it, and Disney were the ones who were like, yeah, go ahead, we don't give a shit.
I mean, that's the thing I've been saying, honestly, for the longest time, was like, no, guys, I don't think it's Disney onto that. Like, I really don't. Everything that I've seen from them has told me over and over that they are not the thing getting in the way of Sora onto that. Because, like, frankly, Disney has been kind of in a mood of throw everything everywhere kind of deal onto that. So of
We
course they
need
would
money!
want on that.
Which in a weird way though is kind of odd that they don't do more with Kingdom Hearts now that you think about it, because Kingdom Hearts is a huge series.
Well, it's because it does have to go through Nomura himself, and that was the actual reason why Sora took forever onto that. Like, he was Nomura was being very protective of him. I mean, to be fair, out of any character that man has worked on, Sora is his baby. Straight up. So
Literal baby.
I can understand why he. Again, that's one of those. I don't think a man, considering no one else is able to get that character, really shows how much Sakurai's goodwill really has to go into character picks for that.
Yeah, Nomura is kind of the same way with Sora, like how Hideki Kamiya has been with like Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Penguin.
But yeah, there's still plenty of like characters who I think hell, honestly, there's still a number of even like first party characters that Nintendo has that they could still add that like a number of people like legitimately do want.
It is
like they're not even.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say it's lesser, but they're definitely not out of characters. Like again, off the top of my head, like. Many people will be happy if we get any combination of like Waluigi, Isaac, Bandana D, or like Noah.
It is kind of the problem of what you are saying of where it's one of those. If it was before Smash 4, I would agree onto that. I do think Smash Bros. Has kind of evolved into a different beast than it was back in like the Brawl days or stuff like that. Now at this point, that I feel like. The power of a character getting into Smash is a big fucking deal. So They really
Yeah.
are picking their characters carefully for who they want, and it needs to be big time picks for that. A lot of the time for it. So I don't know about a whole lot of these other kind of characters actually making it. And the other part is that they have to just gameplay wise actually really be interesting. And I'm not talking moveset wise, I'm talking gameplay design onto that for them in particular. And those are two different things, as we mentioned several times in Smash 3.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason why RPG characters get into Smash Brothers so easily, just because it's very easy to come up with move sets for them.
It's not even for
Yeah.
movesets, it's that they can, like, gameplay identity-wise, make them can mold them into any molds they really want and make them stand out in that way. Because, again, it's not just moveset, it's gameplay design.
Yeah, like even from, like, characters who wouldn't necessarily be as, like, big, like, you could take, like, Isaac or Lloyd and make them very distinct with just taking attributes from Golden Sun or Tails.
It's kind of the big thing that I talked about, like, you know, you get a situation like, for me, honestly, Banjo onto that, where Banjo is a real big excitement, you know, and stuff like that. But gameplay-wise, he's frankly, like, one of the most uninteresting characters in Ultimate, honestly, because I do feel like Banjo really is a case of so many characters have his moveset and do it so much better than him, kind of deal. He doesn't have much of his own gameplay identity, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
for all you bitch about the Fire Emblem characters, every single one of them has a gameplay identity unique to their own. That's what I really like about playing as.
No, Pat, not all of them.
Yes, actually. Yes, actually.
No.
Yes, actually.
Pat, Roy, Crom, and
Not
Lucina
Roy.
are all built off of Marth in some form.
Yeah, and again, difference. There is a difference between moveset and gameplay identity onto that.
I don't know. Lucius pretty similar to Bart.
Yeah, no,
That's more the problem
Roy.
of that. That's more the problem of just that they've had with Lucina and Marth onto.
Yeah.
That is that what because of how the games have been weirdly designed as of late. Hello, Moss. Oh no, wait, that's Monster. Never mind. That's just more the problem of that one will inevitably replace the other, and that's just kind of more the problem I do have with the Echo. That's more I have a problem with the Echoes that they actually make different from each other, because fundamentally that just makes so one is just going to replace the other onto that.
It do be the concern of, like, if you want to rep Fire Emblem, rep the protagonist. Oh, they're all sword users, unless it's like something where Byleth, which is unique.
But I mean, the sword complaint is so basic bitch of a complaint onto that.
Yeah, honest.
Yeah.
I
think about it. If you think about it, Terry's a sword user.
His leg is a sword. Straight up.
I've never bought into the sword.
Also, whether you like it or not, Corrin is a unique move set. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I can acknowledge he has a unique moveset. I can also acknowledge he has no right being in fucking Smash Brothers.
And I don't care because he's one of the most fun characters in the game. So whatever on that.
You're booing because they're actually good.
Honestly, I've said it several times. I really don't care on the who's in Smash. I just care about how they play. Frankly, when the roster's gotten this big at this point, like it really is just all on gameplay identity for me onto that. And frankly, that's where I love a lot of the actual Fire Emblem cast onto that, because I will play every single character in that. And you take a series like Pokemon in Smash.
I feel the tension.
Anyway.
What?
So what you're saying is, for the eventual PlayStation All-Star, we gotta make a really good moveset for Knack.
Wait, what were you saying about
that.
Pokemon? What were you saying about Pokemon in Smash? What?
Frankly, that I feel like almost every Pokemon in Smash has had really bad gameplay design for years onto them, and I think the only ones that really nailed it are the rework to Mewtwo in Smash 4 onto that, and Incineroar. I think the only two Pokemon I think have actually had really good design for them. I think every other one has frankly not had really great gameplay design onto them.
I'd heavily disagree there. I loved playing as Lucario and Brawl and Greninja and
Brawl.
I miss Smash 4. I miss Smash 4 Charizard. I want my Rock Smash back.
Honestly, Charizard in Smash 4 was, honestly, I think a better designed character than most of Pokemon Trainer. I'm gonna be real on that.
Give me Charizard back!
Man,
The
I
real
guess
one!
speaking of which, man, if you want to talk about bad characters design, Lucario in general, I think is one of the most fundamentally bad to the core designed characters they've ever made in Smash onto that. Especially apparent in Ultimate, where his entire aura, he's got slow flow. His attacks are slow, they don't really pack that much of a punch onto it. He has pretty much no combo game, he'll die immediately. And his big gimmick of being aura for that literally is the worst comeback mechanic in the entire game onto that, especially in Ultimate. It is one of those things, we were talking, I remember talking about it in I think it was when somebody was talking about Smash Flash, I think, in chat, and it is one of those, I think you can kind of see a lot of what I'm talking about if you go into Smash fan games, because, man, a lot of them are really like, look at how unique the moveset is, and then you play the character and they feel like ass onto that, from a core fundamental gameplay sense onto that. Like, the only two I think that have really kind of escaped that allegation for me are Project M and Smash Remix, for me. Because, like, I think actually, especially, Smash Remix, just benefits a lot by the simplicity of Smash 64, that they're able to get away with a lot for each character because of that. And that is Project M, I mean, oh my god, it's just a fucking kitchen sink of character ideas that they throw in, and I love it for that. Oh, I missed a shit ton of... Oh, wait, hold on. I think this is one... I think he might still be in this area.
And they're all in this area.
I think I remember
The
hearing
water-
this one water section be a bit tricky when it comes to finding everything.
It is
No,
because there's a
bottom
lot
line,
of
I'm
there's a
pretty
lot of nooks and crannies all over the place.
Edgeworth joke. Anyway, bottom line for Smash stuff, I'm pretty sure Naoki Yoshida would be pretty cool with putting a Stidian in Smash. I've been waiting like 10 to 15 minutes to say that.
I mean, I am trying to... I mean, I would love to just see 14 characters in general make their way into fighting games. You know? It doesn't even
entire
need to
fight-
be Warrior of Light. Frankly, you got a lot of shit to pull from in that cast.
If Square gets another character, I think it's gonna be 2B.
Yeah. I mean, 2B would make a lot of sense onto that. I mean,
He's everywhere! Yes.
Yeah. We've got Final Fantasy, we've got Dragon Quest, we've got Kingdom Hearts, and then I would say, honestly, especially with how much sway the series has got since Automata, Nier has kind of been staking itself as one of Square's more premier franchises.
Which is very weird because, like, frankly, it's just that it's 2 games.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I mean, they're two
You see,
absolutely phenomenal games.
You see, but those games have this S-tier trope called philosophy.
Yeah. Hey, Pat. I mean, Pat, you say that, but look at PlayStation. The Last of Us only has 2 games, and that's considered a massive Hallmark title for them.
I'm sorry, they have Last of Us?
I
Last
will
of Us Remastered. Last of Us Part 1. I did see legitimately, like, from a face group post, just when I had to scroll into there recently, it was somebody was like, okay, legitimately, which is the first one I actually buy for Last of Us? I'm so confused on that. And I couldn't help but laugh on that.
If it does not have a 2 in it, you're probably good.
Yeah.
2.
Would anything from Arc System make it? I feel like for Arc System, Soul
Soul.
that guy onto that.
It would be
yeah.
Soul.
Soul or
It'd be Soul.
Ragna, like either
Yeah.
or.
It'd be
Probably
Soul.
Since
It
They
would be
would go-
Soul.
they would-
Soul
they-
is
they
definitely
would go with
more
Soul
their
over Ragna.
recognized big time character onto that. More, I mean, Blaze Blue because the creator left a while ago is kind of really in limbo onto that. So,
Yeah.
and plus, I mean, Guilty Gear Strive is literally like their best performing game
Big-
they've ever had onto that.
Yeah.
That is a Dragon
Yeah.
Ball on that, you know.
Yeah. There's
Okay,
yeah,
I think I may have an idea of where the last one is, and I think he's just roaming the ocean. I might check the ground level.
there are some that I would love to see, but I know just deep down they never get in. Like the one that has like I don't think anybody can deny has like more than earned it, but it will just never happen is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Like Mortal Kombat has more than earned a character in Smash Brothers, but it's just unfortunately because there's a lot of ticky-tack shit with that series in Japan. It's probably never gonna happen.
Also, I just think it'd be very hard to make that character truly representative of their series with that teen rating onto that, you know?
I mean, the best way you do it is give him stiff, weird animations and buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even if they like the gore, like yeah, you can do that, but even without that, still seeing like Scorpion in Smash Brothers would be fucking awesome.
Let's be real. I don't think most people want to see fatalities on the Nintendo cast.
Honestly, you underestimate the sickness of the internet.
Anyway, Pirates! Yar har fiddly dee. I love Pirates Majima game coming out next year.
God, RGG is never gonna stop.
Okay.
Won't stop.
I can't
Okay.
believe RGG is taking it upon themselves to make a sequel to Assassin's Creed 4 and literally
semi-controversial opinion here, and I'm not saying that any of these games are bad because RGG has shown they are an amazing studio. Anybody else feel like they're pumping out Yakuza games a little too fast?
Yes.
Okay. At least
I think it's frankly the equivalent of like Capcom with Resident Evil onto that. I think it's pretty similar, and I mean it is both of their most popular franchises onto that.
But considering how big the Like a Dragon games are, I don't understand how they can keep it up.
Asset
Yeah,
reusage, 100%.
Yeah.
Also, I can't
Well, they-
imagine how people stay with that series and keep up.
Yeah, because it's just like all of these games are like still high quality, but like when I saw that like what was it, the man who forgot his name or something, or the man who lost his name.
Gaiden.
Gaiden, and then Infinite Wealth was like a couple months later, and then like a few months after that, we're getting like the Majima game. I'm like, oh, guys, you might want to cool it a little bit here.
I mean,
you
there's definitely multiple teams working onto that.
Yeah, multiple teams and games of varying size. Like Gaiden and assumedly Pirate Yakuza are not the size of, say, Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
Like, that's how they space things out, is basically kind of just alternate between smaller game with probably a smaller team that's working on stuff concurrently, and then the big one that comes out, like, bi-yearly.
Yeah.
I guess
and even
think
then
of it as like main games are like seasons of a TV show, and Gaiden is like an OVA special.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just,
very weird parallel, but that's how Yakuza games feel like.
yeah, just kind of one of those things where you don't want to like oversaturate the market too much with them to where they feel a bit less special as they keep coming out, because like I'm not saying it will reach that point, but like that's the problem Assassin's Creed eventually ran into, where because it feels weird nowadays, but like Assassin's Creed, like the original trilogy, was like a big like hallmark installment of the 7th generation.
Oh yeah.
But then
I mean, those games just got bad.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference is that the game just got bad straight up.
Like legitimately, like Assassin's Creed, like the original trilogy, was like almost in like the same realm of like reverence of the 7th generation as something like BioShock, like
Yeah.
unironically.
Trilogy is a weird way to say, like, what, 6 games?
Well,
It's
like
there's AC1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3,
Yeah, I
Black
think
Flag.
he's talking mostly like the Ezio trilogy.
I'm talking about the Ezio trilogy.
Do not slander my Black Flag, baby!
Okay, I was a bitch. I was gonna say you can throw in Black Flag if you let if you let me finish my sentence. Jeez.
No.
I need to go back and mess it down. Oh, so now you all don't want to talk.
What?
Anyway,
And
Dragon
here's
Quest
why
11
stalemate.
S Echoes of Elusive Age Definitive Edition is quite a great RPG that anyone should really try. It's got a great demo that goes quite far.
Man,
Carry over your save file. It's got a great cast of party members.
man, you're gonna plug Dragon Quest and not even go for 3 HD. I'm disappointed in you.
That game's not out yet.
Yeah, it's not out.
When has that ever stopped the internet from hyping up like a game or a movie before
Bro, he
it's
just
even
wanted
out?
to talk about a game he liked, okay?
Yo, okay, let me hype up fucking Final Fantasy 14's next expansion, but that we don't even know
We
what the
don't
battle
even know
is.
yet.
We don't even know yet. So we
just
go
got
to this launch.
Dawn Trail.
Is it gonna be Mirror Studio? Who knows?
You just got Dawn Trail.
Hi, welcome to
Yes,
14.
we
We
made the
keep eating forever and ever and ever.
This literally reminds me of when like Mighty Keith did like his skit on the Xbox Series X presentation, and he was pretending to be like a Gears of War fan, like waiting for the presentation to come on, like, give me a new Gears of War, baby. Y'all just got one, but I want another one.
I mean, it does help with 14 and the fact that we do get patches content, so like we do get like consistently at least something every few months kind of deal on that. So, and then the big new expansion every 2 years onto that. So like we keep consistently pretty well fed on that.
Yeah,
I say as I'm trying to, I'll eventually reach Shadowbringers, and then I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, peak gaming.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 14 fans, you took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve.
Incorrect. You took my food. Hey, let me go through this dungeon with you. I got dailies run.
I be popping in 14 just to make progress on Moogles. Because I want a specific dragon minion.
Hey, seriously, where the fuck is this last one?
I am very acquainted to difficulties to find. I swear I've seen people just find him easily.
The last boss is close to the near the surface. Okay.
Okay. I swear to God, if he's not who I think he is.
Or
I'm sorry, Turtle. I need.
Turtle! Thank you.
Not what I need. Where?
Has any of you seen a little bot biddy?
Ow.
That's not an answer!
Look down.
Oh, okay, we're near. Oh, I think I see him! Is that what? No, never mind.
It is a custom bot.
This is, yeah, when it takes that long, you just pull up YouTube at that point.
Where has my little bot?
At the tiny grass. At the tiny grass!
Tiny grass? Okay.
Tiny grass. Somewhere tiny grass.
I think you do get
Oh,
an
the dolphin
achievement
wants
for.
to say
I think you do get an achievement for jumping through that hoop if you haven't done that already.
Ah!
We gotta give the dolphins what they want.
Yeah!
There you go.
Echo the fucking dolphin.
Okay, okay, then I think there's a small green patch of grass down. Oh, okay, maybe this is it.
This?
No, I think I saw a circle patch of grass down there.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah.
There he-
I remember who this is.
There he is.
Oh, hi. Hi, Octodad.
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 I keep forgetting that was technically a PS4 launch title. I keep forgetting about that.
That was a PS4 launch title.
Yes.
My God.
Dadley's Catch was.
Yeah.
Not the original Octodad. That's just PC only.
To be fair, he blended in with the fishies.
Fuck you, starfish.
Oh, so this is the thanks I get for doing
God,
overtime.
it's been an hour and we've only done 2. Technically 3, but oh my god. Go be alone.
We haven't even gotten some of the bonus yet.
Retro.
Have you played any of the
Who's it gonna
speedrun
be? Is it
levels
gonna
yet?
No, I think those got released in between our sessions for this, so I've not done any of them yet.
Yeah,
Chimkin.
they've added 2 of them. I think a new one's gonna come for like every Thursday for the next 3 weeks, or like this week and then 2 after.
Ouch.
I managed to get in your top 500 on the second one, which is pretty
Nice.
cool. So retro.
Oh,
So
I did-
voxel, so power.
I did add it to my Steam library, but one thing I want to try out is actually let me see.
Buckshot roulette?
What?
Buckshot roulette.
No.
Oh,
I forgot that came out.
you look familiar.
That is the main character of Motor Toon Grand Prix.
That's what it is. Okay, yeah.
It also
I
kind
don't
of just
know why
looks like an
my brain-
Astrobot character.
My brain was
Yeah.
thinking for whatever reason, what's that fucking like 60s like
Astro Boy?
spy shooter? No, 60s spy shooter. Nobody Lives Forever.
I will also say, if you read the description for him, it kind of gives it away because it made a joke of Grand Toon Reesmo.
Yeah, I saw it right after you said it on
Yeah.
there, yeah.
because Motor Toon was the precursor to Gran
Okay,
Turismo.
Very weird still to think about on that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you-
So it was Sky Children of Light. It was like it's like free early access right now. It's like I'm kind of curious of playing it just because I've seen a bunch of artists be like really enjoying that game.
Ooh.
Okay. For a second, I thought you were talking about like I think Yuji Naka's game Rodea the Sky Soldier, but no, that's not on Steam.
Dear Lord.
What, did I bring back memories, Pat?
Yes.
I heard the Wii version of that game was actually pretty alright.
Yeah. It's the Wii U. It's the thing of like you buy the Wii U version, so you play the Wii version.
Yeah.
That is like the idea of it. Okay.
I kind of want Rodea to be free from its prison just for the sake of it being out.
Boing,
Who we
bananas.
got? It's him!
Kazuma!
They just won't let me fucking retire.
You hold the trigger. You hold.
Oh,
I think
okay, okay.
you hold the right. Yeah, I got stuck on that one too for a bit.
It's Damadane guy.
It's the funny
John
meme man.
Yakuza.
The man who keeps
Great
getting games
Yakuza.
over and over.
I literally got cancer. I think I'm done.
Yeah, actually, please.
I'm going through chemo right now.
Bro, they gave him like literally 2 finales because everyone's like the first finale was not as good. Well, keyword not as good, but I guess more closure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let this man be with his fucking kids. And now Majima's fucking gallivanting over in Hawaii because why not?
Sure.
I swear to
Is
God,
that Unbrand?
I swear to God, if Saijima's in prison again.
I think they did show him in a trailer, and he's not in
I
prison.
feel.
Thank God.
I feel like I feel like a Hollywood budget like Yakuza movie probably has to happen at some point.
Look at the Amazon show. Let's not.
I mean, if they made Sonic work, they can make Yakuza work.
I looked at the average ratings. It seems to be just averagely mediocre.
I think that's kind of the problem with a series as like contrasting tone-wise as something like Yakuza. You kind of need the really right crew to make that transition over well onto that. Because
I heard the Japanese movie that they did like way back is pretty fun.
Oh, the BK film?
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it was directed by Mike, the guy who shows up in No More Heroes 2 and 3.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. You do definitely need the right crew. I mean, that's why like the Sonic movies have actually turned out pretty good, just because like it's very obvious like the people behind it like care about this and have an
I
understanding.
know it was kind of doing
mostly
its
for
own.
Sonic 2. That's so
Yeah.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
the time,
Well-
3 is not. If you're watching this in a VOD, 3 is currently not out at this time. So
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
have a lot of faith in 3.
yeah. I mean, after 2, I have a lot of faith into that.
They'll probably be fine.
My only thing that I really want, just that if we're gonna do Shadow, I feel like this is the only time that we can really get away with. I would like to see the stuff that actually makes Shadow and Maria friends with each other onto that. I really want to see that because I think this is the only chance that's really got to happen onto that. So
I mean, to be fair, we did get a fair bit more of that with Shadow Generations and its promotional material.
But I think here's the difference of what I'm talking about. I want more moments of them actually just hanging out and being friends, not so much of Shadow, I'm a monster, Maria, no you're not kind of deal. Like that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's like-
But I want to see more of them actually being friends, you know what I mean? Onto that.
Like
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the idea. Like you can only really interpret it from Maria's comments in the
Gerald's
white
journal.
space, but I just like the idea of that she is she is a teacher's pet, and Shadow apparently doesn't turn in any of the assignments.
Yeah, more just small casual moments.
Yeah.
yeah.
Apparently that boy also only ever drinks coffee. Hear you!
Well-
I also wish they had it, but there was more moments like that in like some of the deleted scenes from Dark Beginning, in which essentially Shadow and Eve had a much more stronger beef, and Maria's like, no fighting.
Yeah, well, I feel like the Sonic series could do a lot more with those moments in general for characters. Like that's why like one of my favorite scenes in the whole franchise is literally just Sonic and Knuckles sitting down and talking in
Yes.
Frontiers.
That's the
Yes.
stuff I love in Frontiers for the character development that they do give people onto that. I did
Yeah.
not see who you were.
I do not either.
I saw a white dress with like red trimming. You looked like a white mage.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think even like I know people don't. Oh, sorry, were you gonna say something?
Pancakes.
Okay, yeah, but what I was saying was I know some people are like weirdly vehemently against Shadow like showing any sort of like emotion or something like that or like deeper connection, but like I feel like having him connect more with the main group would be interesting. Like for
No,
his
here's the
character.
trick about Shadow. He's socially awkward. That's how you do it.
This is why Murder
So
of
he's-
Sonic
so
the
he-
Hedgehog
so-
is the best version of that damn character.
I was thinking about it like the other day. Like, how would Shadow
So-
react if he got thrown into like Yakuza sub stories?
So Shadow is Zuko.
Well, just more that
Kinda.
kind of. I mean, like the thing that I love about that, the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog version of Shadow for it, is that they definitely portray him as he is the grump with the heart of gold of the group kind of deal onto that.
Yeah.
It's like he will not show it, but he does care about people onto that. I
Like,
also like the idea for him of that he is basically the no nonsense, straight to the point guy, but not in the way that I feel like a lot of other media has been portraying him. More of like, it's more of a thing of like, okay, let's just get right to the chase. Let's get the problem done first and foremost kind of deal onto that sort of thing.
There is a difference between someone with a one-track driven mind, with a one-track driven mind, and someone who's a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, like ideally Shadow would roughly be like Justice League animated series Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That kind
yeah,
of character.
I can see that. Yeah, like one dynamic I honestly think has a bit of potential, like because people want to see them fight, but I actually think there's like stuff you could play into their characters, because actually their backstories aren't as different as people might think, is Shadow and Knuckles, actually, because both of them, when you think about it, both of them suffered like a great tragedy in their families in their past that like really heavily affected them. Like that's
it's called Sonic Universe. They literally have an entire arc in like the post reboot that is literally Shadow versus Knuckles.
So now we've reestablished Shadow. Can we have him being a grumpy uncle to Sage?
Listen, man, like Piccolo and Vegeta never get any moments together.
Why do you think people pair Shadow with Cream?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of
that pairing naturally worked.
Yeah, it weirdly works on.
I mean, Cream is essentially a Maria figure, so
yeah.
So it naturally could work there.
It's the tried and true trend of having like a super powerful, like ominous character who bonds with like a super duper cute one. I mean, like that was essentially the basis for all the Sephiroth and Pichu memes when he first got into Smash Brothers.
Cream is basically what you would get if like Maria had a little sister.
Essentially, yes.
I say this because I feel like the game's been doing unintentionally, but Shadow and Amy have been a pretty fun pair.
There has been so much unintentional shit with them lately.
Yeah, it's like Amy fans just keep winning unintentionally. I noticed.
I remember thinking about that ship way back in the day. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. And then I'm like looking today. I'm like, why is there so much? How? How did we get there?
There's a couple Shed AV artists that are like, okay, it's like, okay, you have a point.
I like to cut your. I like to cut G.
I kind of see your point.
I think
you have it.
I think we also got an unintentional one where I think there was a conversation with Rouge in Shadow Generation where he's saying something of like you're keeping the promise of like she's making like this big old speech and then she's like, man, I'm sounding a lot like Amy Rose right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
I have always found it kind of funny though with like when I was making the comparison earlier between the two of them, like with Shadow, you know, his family loss very much heavily affected him, and rightfully so. But then you've got like Knuckles over here who's like, Chaos kind of just wiped out your entire race, and it's a very overlooked part of your character.
I think it is.
There's a weird thing. There's a weird thing about that because, like, there's such a huge passage of time. Like, I don't know how it got to Knuckles being the last.
Yeah, like, there had to have been other echidna kind of deal for that.
Like, what the fuck happened to his parents?
I would totally love that explore if a certain someone would not be doing anything to ruin that.
I'm trying. Who are you?
Hit the character. Maybe the description will say something. I forget exactly.
Oh, that's Ridge Racer.
Oh yeah, that's Ridge Racer.
Oh,
that's
one of the racing girls on that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't in the comics they almost did like almost like a Ratchet and Clank thing where all the other echidnas got sent to another dimension?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yep. Because Stega's lawyers were so bad about just ignoring the Pender suit. That's why all that stuff got erased.
I guess to go to the thing of where you talked about, I think the thing with Knuckles being the last of his kind onto that. Oh, hey, it's Legends of reference. Oh my god.
PS1 gaming.
But
I tried it. I didn't like it.
It is Dart is the weird one for me. I remember when it was found for files that he was like basically going to be in PlayStation All-Stars, and I'm like, that is the exact kind of character for that game onto it, 100%. And then,
but don't lose your train of thought about Knuckles.
Anyway, about Knuckles, I think it's the weird thing because, like, you know, Shadow was there for it. I think the difference is Knuckles was not. So he's kind of been like I guess in a way, you know, of a thing of like, okay, I wasn't there for it. It is technically still part of who I am, but like, how much can I really do anything about it at this point?
I think it would have been interesting if they gave him a little bit more of a vendetta against Chaos, because like even if he wasn't there, I feel like he holds something like, yeah, you kind of wiped out my entire race.
You know, with,
I don't think the vendetta because he didn't wipe out anyone close to him.
Yeah, because I think okay, this might be a weird
have to
angle
build
to it.
up
I
to that.
kind of take it a little bit as Knuckles kind of. Okay, this might sound really weird. To it. I apologize if it does. I kind of get a little bit of vibes of like Knuckles of Knuckles being close to like immigrant kids kind of deal. And what I mean by that is just of the kind of idea of like your day-to-day life is not really exactly reflective of per se of where you came from kind of deal. And I kind of get that a little bit, maybe like shades of that with Knuckles of like Knuckles is thriving and stuff like that with the Master Emerald. It's not really affecting his life at all onto that much.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's more of just like his responsibility, like just for the Master Emerald, like partially out of his own family's sins.
Yeah, which you could even argue in part, like, you know, some people complain about, like, you know, why doesn't Knuckles guard the Master Emerald as much as he used to? You could, like, I think maybe you could argue, and maybe the series would have been better if they presented it a little bit more. Maybe he doesn't feel the need to as much because before, like, Eggman came to Angel Island, that's all Knuckles had. Like he was literally a hermit shut away from the rest of the world.
I swear the recent Sonic Annual had a Knuckles story revolving similarly to that.
It's a little weird with Sonic because I do feel like a lot of people want big stuff for Sonic characters, and I get that with a few of them. Other times I'm like, I just kind of like the character being around and being a goofball kind of deal for just existing in the world and not necessarily needing a arc or anything like that sort of
I also
deal.
don't understand how they can't just set up a thing where, hey, he gets what to cover from.
Yeah,
make a deal with Rouge. It's not like Rouge is gonna like do anything to the Master Emerald. He just wants it.
I just want to stare at it.
Ironically, if we have better writing, I like the idea of Sonic Chronicles to have like, oh, here's a bunch of the kids that are actually still alive, but they're evil. Oh no, what's the conflict here?
I mean, the Dark Brotherhood was still pretty cool in Chronicles. Like,
I mean, they're just evil echidnas for the sake of it.
They're just evil echidnas, and tell me anything about Shay.
Yeah, I mean, you want to know what it is? It's the problem with the Lombaxes in Ratchet and Clank. Onto that, it's like similar space onto that sort of thing. It's like, does it really matter at this point? Like, it doesn't really onto that.
Yeah. I am interested to see if Sega will
back around to Sony.
I am interested to see.
Are we gonna have another Ratchet and Clank Discord talk again?
With how well Shadow Generations has been doing, like both reviewing and sales wise, like it's doing very, very well. I do wonder if Sega will consider like doing more standalone games for characters who aren't Sonic to explore more about their character. Like, I know in the wake of this, a lot of people want a game focused around Silver.
I think the biggest thing onto that is that it's right there, damn it. But yeah, I think it's just mostly on the thing of that one. I want them to solidify the gameplay first and like get that nailed before we start branching out to more characters onto that. Two, it's now I think the mentality for boost gameplay has kind of changed onto that because I do think it is now switching from necessarily movement kind of stuff, which Sonic characters have been designed with in the past. So now it's Shadow, which I think has actually really worked, has been on changes to ways you think about level design now at this point. Mostly for what I think like Shadow is chaos control and the kick on that.
Yeah, Doom Burst.
No!
No! You fumbled in the last moment!
And this isn't even the worst of the Square stages. Yeah. I think the next one coming.
I shall rep Stiller for his own game, but you know what? Also, screw it. Give Team Chaotix a game.
I keep saying it. I want a game that's just Cream, Omega, Vector.
That's
No,
a combination.
guys, hear me out. Team Chaotix game, but it's styled like Ace Attorney.
I know actually the VA of Vector talked about it at a panel at TMG because one of the questions was asked, like, you know, if your character got a series, got a media dedicated to them, what would you want it to be and why? I know Vector's VA said, just for him, he wants like a detective show for Vector kind of deal onto that. But I do think of like I like the idea of like it's a noir, like Vector thinks it's a noir show kind of deal, but it's really just like petty crimes and stuff like that he's going after.
Ironically, I have to say once again, Archie Sonic did the noir thing with Team Chaotix. Yeah,
it is still surreal that like Vector was the only character to show up, the only extended character to show up in Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know they had to work a lot. Apparently, from what I hear, is that they had to work hard to get that Vector thing, because apparently they had the idea back in season 1, and apparently there was just some big loopholes they had to go through to make it to work. But yeah, on that.
That was weird.
Sega's weird stipulations that hopefully it seems like they're
It definitely seems like they're
softening
letting
up
up on that a lot
Yeah.
more. I think it definitely helps that there is one consistent writer now at this point.
Yeah.
We also have a lore team now.
Yeah, so I think they're easing up on it because they now have a dedicated team all to that instead of just mandates.
This one sucks.
Oh, who are you?
anyone?
Is that a fucking mail boy?
Ducky.
Robert Ducky. This is the. Oh, I think I remember seeing Warbot play.
It'd be really funny if we.
Yeah, this one sucks.
I see. I get the memo now.
Like, I think the hate for it is a little overstated, but it kind of sucks.
Honestly, I can't remember if I died on this level or the final one more.
There's kind of a bit of RNG with the water.
Yeah. Oh, and not even just the water. How about the fact that the flame wall that's going to appear once Pat gets past this segment is faster than you?
Yeah, see what I mean with the
water?
Yeah,
I can see it. Maybe, okay, I think at this point, like, I gotta back up with my hover a little bit, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing the game plan. I'm seeing the game plan. I understand. I understand.
The floor is lava.
When do we get our standalone Tails game where he basically builds armored core mechs and fight it? No, to an even greater extent than Adventure.
Damn,
that frog is giving you the business.
It's some weird, strange life predicting loophole we somehow get Cosmo out of this solo game.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, throw the duck! Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yo, Sonic character.
Throw the duck.
Throw the duck.
Let's see.
My favorite Sonic character, Spank the Monkey.
No!
Yeah, I think you're forgetting Suck the Cock.
Suck the cock.
I only bring that one up because somebody made it a joke in Johnny's streams like long ago.
Yeah, I remember
Somebody
that.
drew
I remember
it,
that.
And it looks like legit render Sonic Adventure 1 art, and it freaks me out on that. Just like a rooster. It's like, oh God. It weirds me out because it looks so legit. Ah!
What's it going? Alright, throw darts at the dartboard. Let's see. How about a Blaze SBO Big the Cat game?
Sure. Team Purple.
Oh fuck, they're all purple. I didn't even think of that.
Just give me Blaze and anything, please.
Yeah, please. I just want Blaze back in general.
I just want Blaze.
And maybe actually, yeah, just like have a new like Sonic Rush successor game.
I don't even want Rush.
I
Like,
think
I just want
mean,
Blaze.
Blaze, I think in general is one of those characters that, can naturally work in the boost formula because she originated from it.
Yeah, like, just give her like a projectile and a hover. That's
Yeah.
it.
Let's explore Blaze's world that isn't just an ocean.
All right, let's see.
Add more
Silver,
characters.
Charmy, Sticks.
Now the question
What
is.
in the world?
Okay,
Now
you're
the
just
question
choosing
is,
the losers.
if you have a Blaze focus game, would you bring back Marine?
I mean, yeah, she's part of her. I feel like she's part of her cast at this
She
point.
could be it. Admittedly, though, I do kind of feel like, for me, I do feel like Styx is just better Marie at this point. For
But
me.
then you also,
Well, I mean,
Just Marine
I-
again.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody thought that like Styx was the Boom version of her, like originally looking at her.
I mean, her design is extremely
Yeah,
similar.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of can't have both characters in existence without a major change on one or both.
All right, let's see. Rouge, Gun Commander.
wait,
Cosmos.
All right, I'm sick of this.
God, I don't think he would ever be in the game. Yeah, I don't think he would
creations of
ever
Europe.
be in the games because I unfortunately think he's stuck in like a copyright hell situation, sadly, because of the stuff with Archie. But I would love if Scourge ever got into the game.
Well, not
oh,
no, like
He just-
literally, we have Surge.
We have
now.
Surge, and I'm sorry, we
Surge
stand
is
Surge in
literally
we
made to
stand
be
Surge is
Surge
better.
in this household.
Like literally, practically the same
We
name,
have-
same green.
we have a Surge and a Kit.
It's amazing.
I love, like, I mean, just frankly, for me, I just love the IDW OC so much onto it. They've been some of the best OCs that Sonic has had in a
Bring
very
'em in-
long time.
Yeah, because they're made under the same like philosophy that the other characters were made under, and they actually look good.
I know. I just always like Scourge. How he always tried to be a punk to Sonic, but he always just kind of came across as kind of a loser.
Okay, yeah, okay, I think I might know my little, we've been talking about a little bit since, the Shadow Generations came out onto it, and I don't know if this is a hot take, well, what the fuck is a hot take? That's what I get this point but,
As we
I
play
guess
in a
my
lot
hot
of
take,
the-
my thing that I've been talking about, I think Warbot brought it up too, I kind of want to see Elise come back.
No.
Yeah, here, it comes with a caveat. It comes with a caveat onto that. I've been thinking about this ever since Mephiles was a boss in Shadow Generations onto that, and kind of recontextualizing some ideas that they have with that onto it. I think if you were to bring back Elise with the new design that they've had in like the recent art and stuff like that, where she looks much more kind of unleashed, Sonicified kind of deal onto that for it. I think as long as you remember what happened at the end of the world and shit like that, she does not remember at all onto it. I think if you approach her the same way that you did Pauline onto that, I think you can. Also, it's been 18 years.
Let it go.
I'd be down.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just always found Elise to be
She's even acknowledged in Shadow Generations via, of all things, Big the Cat.
I don't know.
I met a ruler of a nation. She's nice.
Yeah, he
I
literally
just-
would.
I'm not saying for her to be a big part of there or anything. I think, again, the Pauline approach was like a small little part. Okay.
I mean, they can bring back Soliana if they want.
Yeah.
Honestly, I weirdly feel like I would tolerate Elise more as part of the cast if, like, and it might just be like a me thing, just the way they like have her, like the way she looks among the cast. If she was like closer to Maria's age, the fact that she's just like this grown woman.
She's a
Hold on.
teenager.
Let me give me a sec. Give me a sec. Elise Silver. Right, I'm gonna pull up the exact art I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're gonna pull up. I think I've seen this art. Yes.
Also, yeah, I'm also double checking. Elise is 17, which is still around the same ages as Sonico. So.
Yep.
I think my revision would just be like go back and just make all the Soliana people just bird people.
Yes, that. Honestly, like that, Pat. Yeah, I think she fits a lot better like that.
Yeah, this is this is what I'm talking about for the on like bring her back with this design kind of deal.
Yeah, because she feels like one of the younger human characters from Sonic X, looking like that, and they honestly
she looks like Kyrie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, I wouldn't mind if she was the token good human character that reoccurs.
Again, I think of her role very similar to something like Pauline was in Mario Odyssey. If we were like to do another game where like if we open zone, but it's like locations in Sonic's world kind of deal onto that. If one of them happens to be a Soliana thing, I think you could bring back Elise and do something with that on that, you know?
Hey Ian, bring back previous canon.
I feel even with less trauma, she'd still be kind of a shelter princess. Be like, I kind of want to have an adventure.
It is weird though. Like one thing with Shadow Generations that I did find kind of weird with, like when it came to the bosses for that mode. Like I haven't played it yet, but I have seen them. I feel like nearly all of them make sense, except for Metal Overlord. Like, I love Sonic Heroes, like, I love it to death, and I'm not complaining about the reference at all. But, the Bio-Lizard, Mephiles, having Black Doom there, that makes sense because they're all tangentially connected to Shadow.
It's just because they want a boss from every game Shadow was playable in.
And he does technically have it.
I feel like in that case, Infinite would have made a lot more sense than Metal Overlord.
Infinite would be funny, but we already have the pathetic guy covered with
Mephiles. He already beaten up Mephiles like a sad wet puppy dog.
The funny thing is, now I feel like Infinite has been replaced twice over, both by Sage and by weirdly Mephiles again. It's just like, man, it's just like there is just no reason to bring back Infinite as a character.
Also, holy heck, why are those flames so fast?
Even at 06's lowest points, I feel like Mephiles had better rep than Infinite did.
But to talk about it, I love this idea that they have for Mephiles now, where he is essentially trapped in that original timeline, and he's just, bro, I just want to exist. Get me out of here.
Bro is straight malding.
I
and
like
then Shadow comes
because,
in like fucking.
No other villain really has that idea. That's interesting. I like that.
And then Shadow comes in like fucking like goddamn like Trump special drugs. They're like, get the fuck out of my timeline. Anyway, there is one other cool through line for the bosses of Shadow Generations that I noticed. They're all Shadow in some way.
Yeah.
It's like Yep, like you have the original Ultimate Lifeform prototype. You have Metal Overlord, who deliberately copied a lot of shit from Shadow.
Yeah.
Mephiles, who also copied shit from Shadow, and Black Doom, who is his second daddy.
Yep.
He won't leave me alone. He's so petty.
I have one true dad, and he tried to blow up the world at one point.
I have very conflicted feelings about it.
Again, I brought it up. Technically, Shadow is Sage's, like, what? Great uncle?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, in a way, I guess. I don't know.
It's like he's very explicitly, Shao is very explicitly, essentially Gerald's son.
Yeah.
Like a and Sage is also very explicitly Eggman's daughter. So
I feel like Metal Sonic would be a lot closer to Sage than Shadow would be.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Yeah, but it's
definitely.
so funny to think about actual familial relationships.
I mean, we saw that in Murderous Sonic the Hedgehog again.
I do
Yeah.
hope we actually get new character dynamics soon.
Yeah.
I want to
like,
see what Omega thinks of Sage.
Oh no!
Oh no! Like,
Omega, no!
I really do want to see Sage interact with Metal Sonic because like Metal Sonic's whole thing is just he hates he hates
Why
everybody.
am I
there to Metal
imagining
Sonic.
Omega going, "You're one of the good ones," to say?
He would.
Oh no!
I hate all Eggman robots, but you are an artificial intelligence with no corporeal form. I am conflicted.
I can't be robotist. I have one Eggman friend.
I'm sorry.
Funniest
That
character in the
realization
game, in the
killed
series.
me on that. I was like, no.
I love my boy Omega.
I guess that is interesting though to think about on the dynamic, the fact that Omega hates all of like Eggman's creation so much. When has it ever been explicitly like he really has it out for Metal Sonic in that same regard?
I think so. Onto that. I don't know, because I don't think they've actually really interacted much in official media onto that.
Yeah.
I think there is some dialogue in Shadow Generations where Omega does talk about Metal Overlord. It's like he's pretty salty about him. I need to relook
Well, I
at that
think
though.
also because the fact that, like, you know, he was sealed in the room with Shadow, and it's kind of implied that Eggman, it wasn't necessarily that Eggman forgot about him, it's that Eggman was kidnapped by Metal Sonic on that, which resulted in him being Omega locked away all that time on that.
Yeah.
I'm still salty about Dad.
They'd never be able to interact because of the timeline, but I'd always be interested to think of what Omega would think of Gamma. He seems like he might be one that he's okay with because Gamma actually like
I will help
changed.
you in your suicide.
Omega. Yeah, Omega. I'm not sure what Omega actually thinks of the rest of the E-Series beyond he's the last one.
I know. I think in one of the annuals they did have a pretty amusing story with him and Jermel. They just have this very keen respect for each other.
You are not built by Eggman, so I'd like you.
You are.
Also, I want to know the can of worms you do when you introduce Bell into game canon now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, there's no way they're introducing Bell anytime
I
soon.
do feel like out of all the IDW OCs, Bell's like the least likely one to ever show up in canon, kind of.
Yeah, yeah, even if we do start using IDW characters, I feel like Bell would be a shock to introduce.
Yeah.
Especially since a lot
considering
of
her origins.
Yeah, that's like there's going to be a lot of baggage you gotta
explain
introduce
the
there.
Mr. Tinker stuff in the games.
It would be interesting, but would they go there? That would be.
Is that wacky alternate timeline stuff? Because I know there's stuff like that in like.
Do
I
you
know
know?
there's stuff like.
It's more of like, wasn't it the whole thing of that basically Eggman kind of went a little, couldn't remember who he was after
Eggman
after
lost his
Forces,
memories
yeah.
and was like a good person for a
Are
while.
we misunderstanding something with that flame wall?
No, it's just that
No,
if you get hit by the
it's
black goo, you're just fucked on that.
Yeah, that flame ball is literally just faster than you.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah,
Literally by a hair.
yeah, like you saw there, Pat was literally running in a straight line and it was catching up to him. It's just faster than you.
This is bad.
Yeah.
I'm not frustrated by it though. I feel like a lot of you guys were like, "Oh, he's gonna get frustrated." It's like, no, not too much onto this. Too much. It's just more like, okay, I gotta try and lock it down. I do think it is a little too tight though onto it. I do agree.
Oh,
with
yeah.
My man's gotta lock.
But yeah.
My man's gotta lock the fuck in.
Yeah, like with Omega, I would like to see like more out of like character dynamics with
I mean,
him. Like
Sorry.
Yeah, like I was just gonna say one thing I was gonna say earlier because what I said about Gamma. I always like to it's almost certainly not true, but I always kind of like to headcanon that Omega was built from like destroyed parts of Gamma Eggman found on the remains of the egg carrier because he literally has the same color scheme as him.
Oh, I see the end of Enlightenment. Yeah, that would be interesting, actually.
Yeah, like I mean, like I've said it to some of my friends, but Gamma and Omega literally look like a Pokemon evolutionary line of one another.
I do remember you saying that before, yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-reboot Archie did play with the idea that Gamma was someone alive, but then he transferred his conscious into Omega, and that's how he defected. He's still his own person, but that coding kind of helped in that sense. Which is probably better than the original idea how to introduce Omega into the comics.
What was the original idea?
Well, I think he was supposed to be part of like the big raid regarding like Eggman winning for like 2 comics, and he was supposed to be the person who killed Tommy Turtle.
Oh.
and probably someone saying it's like we are like okay. We are not approving of that.
But then they changed that to Adam, basically killing him.
Like that might be a bit too morally gray for our Sonic characters.
I do admit, like, just with like recent stuff we've got with Omega, I am appreciative more and more that we are getting more of him because I do feel like the murder happy Omega is kind of hard to go wrong with on that. Right?
Yeah,
he is the one character you can Flanderize.
I call dibs.
I called it, but I wanted to destroy it.
I wanted to destroy it. I think it's one of the things I think of, like, he says in Shadow Generations of, like, that he heard Metal Sonic crying in pain, filing this under joy.
Yeah. I do love the idea of, like, whenever...
There was one bit near the end of the game, one conversation you could have with Omega where he's like, the Black Orbs grow their weapons organically. Therefore, Shadow, you can... Because you have Black Arm DNA, you can turn your head into a gun.
Shadow, organically kill them.
Writes a heck of a letter. Anyone?
Not sure who this is.
Yeah, do you know? I feel like I should know this one.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's from a very niche...
That's a GameCube game, I think.
Let me see if I can...
Dark Cloud 2 character.
Yeah, Dark Cloud 2.
Oh, I've only played Dark Cloud 1. The one with fucking Majin Buu.
Okay.
It's not even a joke.
Okay, any more squares or is that it?
It's 4. You did them all. It's 4.
We're free.
One more square.
I like the one dynamic I just really do want to see though is just Metal Sonic and Sage in the mainline games because I love the idea because Metal Sonic's whole thing is he literally just hates everybody, but I love the idea that Sage is like the one person he actually tolerates.
I do remember like one joke from Forces Overclock that I do really like about Metal Sonic interacting with other characters. Is that they basically have Infinite and him basically are having an argument like the Eggmans at the end of Generations, only that he suddenly stops becoming Neo Metal so he can no longer talk at that point.
Was that Forces Overclocked?
That was a Forces Overclocked. I do like that a lot.
Yeah.
Neo Metal, listen up, Eggman's a bitch ass motherfucker, he pissed up my fucking shit back to Neo Metal.
Okay, power up at the secret exit, that's the beginning of the level, you just need to get the power up and go back, got it.
Although weirdly,
it would actually be...
Big brother!
Weirdly,
it would actually be funny if Sage is like the only people who actually don't mind Orbot and Cubot. It's like...
Weirdly, since you mentioned Forces Overclocked, we were saying what's the point of bringing back Infinite? If he was written like Overclocked, I wouldn't mind him coming back.
It is just one of those. I'm kind of getting a sense that Ian doesn't really care about Infinite either.
Honestly, just give it till like we get into the 2030s, because then people are going to be
nostalgic at that point.
People will be nostalgic.
I love the cycle.
I mean, that's just what naturally happens. I mean, like the GameCube started being considering the hottest thing since sliced bread when like the kids who grew up with it started to get old enough to voice their opinions on the internet.
Admittedly, I do think GameCube nostalgia is kind of getting a little much at this point. I'm starting to see the beginnings of it at this.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It has been dying off for Wii nostalgia in the past few years. I mean, considering the Wii literally turns 20 in like a year's time.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's be honest. If people said back in like 2013 that Mephiles was going to be coming back into a Sonic game, people would absolutely hate it. But you say it in 2023, let's fucking go!
Totally not because of PO6 at all being a thing at all. No. I do think PO6 is helping a lot with that 06 quote-unquote nostalgia.
The attitude regarding Sonic 06 has changed immensely thanks to that.
I think it also helps that with time, people have realized that 06 really could have been a good game. It just didn't get the time it needed.
Yeah, it was just management. Like, it was not doomed from the start. It was just screwed by management.
Yeah. It very much had the potential to be a very good game.
And it just shows how... And given how, like, the more, like, the 2010s, like, how, like, middling so many of those games have been, and, like, I think objectively some of those games are worse than 06, just in terms of creativity.
Which ones?
I think Forces is worse than 06.
I feel like the only two I could actually say are worse than 06 for me are like Forces and Rise of Lyric. Those are like the only two I really think that could actually be put in that conversation.
Yeah, like I can't say Lost World is worse.
I just think Lost World is just more of like a C or maybe high D tier for me.
It's trying to be a Mario game when it's just... That's not what Sonic is.
I honestly enjoy Lost World, but yeah, like the reason why I hate Forces so much is because it's the most uninspired Sonic game that it's ever been made.
You barely need to play it. Like, I see people call it average. I do not understand people who call Forces
I think
average.
There's no thing I can point at Forces and be like, I wish this was... There's a lot of things in 06 that you could be like, I wish this had more time to cook, like this idea. There's like glimmers of stuff. Yeah. The problem with Forces is just like, man, there's just like nothing I really enjoy about the game.
Right. Like when I feel like I can count the number of button inputs it takes to complete a stage, there's something wrong.
One of the biggest problems with Forces,
particularly Mario 64 stages in less than half an A,
particularly with Forces due to its characters and story. I just realized this from thinking about it recently with Forces. It tried to have like a premise and setup like the adventure games in terms of having a more interesting narrative, but only took the detail and level of writing of Colors and Generations. Because that's the thing. I feel people are unfair to Colors and Generations because they are what Sonic needed at the time.
Yeah, they were necessary at the time.
And honestly,
but the problem was they didn't move past that when they should have.
I don't necessarily agree onto that, because I think especially in Colors, I'm totally fine with it because it is an Eggman versus Sonic and Tails storyline. I think that's totally fine onto it. I think more the problem was that they could not settle on a tone is more, I think, the problem onto it. Because, I think that's one of the reasons that Frontiers works onto it, even though it is a much more dark and, quote-unquote, darker storyline. And I'm kind of always a little conflicted on how I feel of that with Sonic. but it sticks with a tone the entire way through, and I think that's why it's much more effective onto that. For a lot of the 2010s, you had no idea what they wanted to be onto. That is more kind of the problem onto that for them. And then, because it's different. Sonic's had different problems with writing throughout his entire life onto that, because, you know. You get Adventure Hour, which I feel like is just really missing in the details to really elevate it to the next level onto that. And then you get Shadow, where it's just, I think it's just a bad idea from its core concept.
It's kind of a bad game.
Yeah, like I know people are starting to get nostalgic for that game, but no.
Like I've been playing a good chunk of it. It's not a good game.
It's I feel like I have reverse nostalgia for it, because I remember really liking Shadow back in the day kind of deal, and then I watched SGB's playthrough when they started to do Shadow, and I was like, the game can't be this bad. I went back to it. Oh no, it's actually this bad.
It was actually that bad.
Like I will respect anybody's opinion, but I will never understand people who think Shadow is like better than Heroes. I will never understand
those people.
They're like, it's you.
But yeah, no, like I always hear a lot of people going on about like Forces just being painfully average, when like I'm like, it's not average, it's just a game that's not actively frustrating to play.
I think that's the problem, is like I compare it to so many other platformers for me, and it's just like, I feel like even average platformers to me, there's at least like some ideas I really fuck with or stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's just nothing in Forces for me that stands out for anything on that.
Like, boost to win has never been true until Forces.
That's what drove me nuts when I saw people who were like talking about like early footage of like Shadow Generations, like when the first level like got like played, like even when Fidel put out his really good clip of it to show like how good the level design of it was. Some people were like, oh, this just, I don't know, guys, this looks like Forces. No, you do not remember Forces.
It wasn't Forces. I was worried, and it is a little true into Generations, is that I don't like the whole Doom switching the stage, because I do feel like those parts are definitely more spectacle of they're cool the first time, but there is kind of like no real level design happening.
They don't go far enough with the concept either.
Yeah, so
because it ends up because it's only Radical Highway. That's the problem.
Doom really likes Radical Highway.
I just think it's neat.
I think it's okay as a fun little like spectacle piece, helped by the fact that there very much is a lot of meat on the bones.
I think it's the thing. It's cool the first time. When you start replaying the stages, though, you start to get really annoyed with it really quick onto that.
Like when
I just want to get back to the regular level again, please. Thank you.
Like I haven't played much of it because I'm still waiting for my physical copy of the PS5 version to come in. So I've just been sharing a Steam copy that I have on a Steam family plan with some friends. But like, from what I played, I've fully played through the Space Colony arc and Bullet Station and or Rail Canyon, I think. The same fucking. Yeah, same thing though.
Rail Canyon, because that's that stage from Heroes.
In Act 1 of like Rail Canyon, I legitimately said to myself, "Oh my god, this stage is still going!" Like I was genuinely surprised how long it was going, but in a good way.
Like they have like stages have meat to them, but they're not like Heroes length.
It's like
also
they ended it in a timely fashion. It doesn't stretch it out.
I guess for comparison, I don't feel like any stage gets Planet Wisp kind of levels of like, okay, get the level just end, please, kind of deal. It's more for me in Shadow Generations. It's more like, okay, please stop doing the gimmick stuff because the main level design is so good. I just want to keep playing that kind of deal onto that sort of thing for me on that. Also, I can tell you the reason why it's actually Rail Canyon. I think it might be because in the Sonic Heroes demo way back in the day, the Team Dark stage was Rail Canyon on that.
Really?
It's also totally always been. It's always totally been a shadow stage on top of also the shadow android thing being introduced.
Because the shadow android pods are all over the place in Rail Canyon and Bullet Station.
Animusha!
Somewhere in the distance, you can hear Johnny screaming.
Yo,
Yeah.
Andre, you okay, buddy?
Saw
nice.
bells.
Oh.
Vertigo.
Oh, yeah. This sure did unintentionally become a gigantic Sonic stream.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fresh and like, hey, hopes are high for the next game.
Yeah, I mean,
Everyone's
Shadow.
happy again.
Hopes are
Yeah, I mean,
genuinely high.
Yeah, Shadow Gens did just come out, and like, it's a great game. So.
Favorite Doom powers, the kick unambiguously is the best one, by far.
We need more powers like that.
Because honestly, the two I don't like are Doom Spear, or just Chaos Spear in general onto that, and the Morph ability onto that. I don't like Chaos Spear because of what I feared it was going to be. It just feels like another button for the sake of another button onto it.
Fine, but I can kind of see it.
And then Doom Morph just controls too weird for...
yeah, I literally spent 5 minutes at the start of Chaos. I was just like, how does this work?
Yeah, no, like the speed and turning and like interaction with walls is fucked up with Morph.
My goalpost!
Damn it!
Morph is the squid, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
Maria, would you love me if I was a squid?
Morph is weird because I've seen a number of people like really not like it, but I've also seen a certain contingent of people say once you understand it, it's great.
It can be decent, but
I just don't think it's consistent enough, is the... more...
it's clunky. It's very clunky.
Cherry
up.
blossoms everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, they don't keep falling, damn. Okay. The one I was really fearing in the trailers when we were seeing it was the Doom wings onto it, because I was fearing, oh no, here comes the blazing through the level design, until I realized, oh, it's the supersonic of Shadow for that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
And
that
it
makes a
counts
lot
every
more
step.
sense onto that. So I'm cool with that power for that. It also helps that they actually keep the times for both separate onto that. So for with Doom Wings or without it on that. Let's head back to Crash Side. Let's go spending for a little bit.
We
Let's
have
go,
so
Gamma!
much money.
I want to try and get a new costume on there.
I'm tired of being Wanderer. We killed him so many times this session. So many creatures.
So many hooligans.
I saw Knack in the front of the street for a frame.
For a frame, I saw the son I want to kick.
Ineffective Veil.
I do love this one. I did see the full animation of this one for Sam. I love this one.
Elephant!
Elephant.
Yes. Little Sophie controller.
I'm here!
Harvey. Ace Combat.
Ace Combat. I need to
will
play
fly
more
up
5.
space.
Never
Oh
see
my
it
God!
coming.
It's him.
Is that Joker from Super Smash Brothers?
Is that
From
metal?
Death
Oh, yeah,
Battle.
totally reload.
Is that
He has
is
his little
that
doggy toy.
is that Ryu from Streets?
Blue. Just blue.
Heavy controller?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not what we... That's
You're
not...
dead!
Concord costume, let's go!
Oh, they're happy.
You know what? I joke, but yay! I may have asked this to you guys before, but yay or nay? Is there going to be a Concord bot in the updates for this game?
No.
Praying.
No, if there was,
No!
it's been removed.
Okay.
There's your remaster.
Someone.
What? Why is everything chrome?
Oh, I love this one.
Everything is Chrome in the future.
We'll do all of the bots at the end of this proper onto it. I just want to get custom.
Yo, can we?
I'm so glad. you got it.
Snake.
Calm down, buddy.
Holy no.
No, that is not Solid Snake.
I didn't say it was Solid Snake. I just said Snake.
I know. I'm just quoting it.
Keep
I'm
up.
not specific.
Keep
I'm not
up.
specific.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm not specific. Just shut the fuck up.
You're wrong.
Cosma
Oh,
Kitty.
yes.
you.
Good. I get to show that one off at the end of the stream. Perfect.
Yo, can we be John Bloodborne?
Yes, we will be.
The closest you will ever get to a remaster.
It's just crazy to me out of all the PlayStation remasters, that's the one that's still just is Bloodborne remaster the equivalent of Kid Icarus remaster for PlayStation fans?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I feel like it's even worse because at least Kid Icarus only sold like what 1.5 million copies or something like that, whereas like Bloodborne sold like 7 million.
John Bloodborne.
He's
Look forward to our Dark Souls playthrough eventually.
Probably gonna be sometime after Radiant Dawn. Probably on that.
Oh, so you're playing Dark Souls before Dark Souls?
on my Sprite PlayStation controller.
You know, if you think about it, Radiant Dawn is just an idle game. You know, the kind you just put down and go make a sandwich, come back, and hey, the enemy face is done.
No, that's FE4.
That game was made by insane people. I've seen Stefan play it. It's genuinely insane.
I think because I did mention it in my chat before. I think eventually we will do I think both regular Generations and Shadow Generations, because we have yet to do Generations on this channel for that. So it's like,
Okay.
you know what? That's an excuse to knock both out at the same time onto it. But no immediate plans right now because we're going to be busy for a while on that. So.
Matt, I will ask, what would be the sub goal needed for you to do Forces?
I mean, I'll probably do that as a September goal eventually. It's more, I think more the question, do you guys want to watch Forces?
Yeah,
We'd have about that.
And
we would have fun riffing on it.
Would we? I feel like we get bored after 30 minutes.
Dude, I'm
if the
thinking
race
about- I'm
between
always
me
Ultimate
and
Avatar.
Tevi is anything to go by, I think we're just we ran out of shit fast to talk about.
Like,
To your left. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, by the time we run out of shit, the game's over.
Yeah, I was gonna say half hour. I mean, that's about half the length of Forces.
it's the ultimate who cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing with a lot of the September goals is like, I'll usually put one pain game in there, like a Jack 2 or something like that, which is probably gonna be, honestly, the next weekend game after, after Radiant Dawn, most likely, because, like, that September goal is pretty old, so we need to get that one done.
The fact that Jack 2 is considered a pain game for you, like
It's bad, man. I don't like it. I still don't like that game at all.
You are very much in the minority on that, my man.
Am I?
There's enough people that like Jack 2, like, let's be real, like, we have our frustrations with it, but enough people like Jack 2.
It's weird because I feel like in the YouTube sphere for me kind of deal in my circle, it's a lot of people whip back to Jack 2. It's like, oh, Oh, this game aged like ass on. I
Why is my
know.
Chun-Li
I think Ryan recently got done. Brain Scratch got recently done. Oh, I did not want to go this way.
Yeah, Brain Scratch comms, Ryan.
Yeah, and he recently got done recording for the Jak 2 footage, and he was just like, oh man, going back to this game in like 2024. Whoa, boy. Yeah. I didn't think this would lead to progress, guys. I'm sorry.
Man.
Don't worry, Pat. Before the Jak 2 playthrough, I'll show you the Jak 2 combat video that tells you that everyone plays it wrong.
I did see that video. And you know what? It's still ass.
Yeah, I had people coming at me when I like criticized Dark Jak as like a super form.
I mean,
Not being that useful of a super form, and it had a whole bunch of people being like, "No, you're supposed to use it like this." Like, oh, the game doesn't teach you how to use it like that.
And also, the game is designed in a way that it is one and done kind of deal. So if you fuck up that attempt, then you are just stuck without it for like 30 minutes at that point. It is bad design.
also,
Decide.
I mean, if we want to do something different for a pain game, not necessarily a bad game, but if we just want to make Pat like go through a really pain in the ass game that's like really difficult, we could make him play like SMT Strange Journey or
I
something.
mean, we already got Dark Souls coming all the way. Right now.
I mean, like, it would take that much to get Pat to play another SMT game,
Yeah,
because
I
remember,
mean,
we did 5 a while back.
I played 5 and I absolutely loved my time with that. So it's more for,
Just
for
hear me out.
SMT. It's frankly, we just need people to co-com with us. It's like the biggest thing.
Need people to co-com with, and probably a game with better story.
Yeah. Because it is one of
Which
those,
is why
it
I
is
was
hard to kind of talk about pure RPG combat for a game
Yeah.
as long as SMT.
Yeah.
But,
Well, if you
That's
if
why my
you want,
recommendation. Yeah, that's why my recommendation for like our next SMT game would be either the Digital Devil Saga duology or Devil Survivor, since that's a strategy RPG and maybe. And I know you guys love your strategy RPGs.
yeah.
not surprised not 4.
I mean 4 would also work, but you know,
Yeah.
it's the game before 5, so like, it's all. I mean, 4 could be doable. Also, the issue is that it's on the 3DS and its emulation. The last time I checked was a little spotty.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
before Citra went down that its emulation is not great. For the record, I still have Citra on this computer kind of deal onto that, so I still have access to recording via that, but until another emulator comes around, we're kind of stuck with what we got.
I am just fighting enemies, and a man is shouting Esperanto at me.
In what?
What?
Metaphor?
Just
Dear
fighting
Lord.
gargoyles, and Esperanto's going nuts. Oh, did you see the new Pringus animation?
I saw it on my timeline. I did not actually watch it on that. Though.
Watch it. It's beautiful. Oh. My creatures. Where has my creatures gone?
What?
Big bro.
Whoa, Big Bro, what are you doing? Ah!
Big bro.
Big Bro, you could have warned me beforehand.
Yo, this is a really weird chalice dungeon for Bloodborne.
Okay, now for a lot of cleanup because I fucked up on that.
Man.
War were declared.
3 bots, 1 puzzle piece.
I declare war on robots. A warbot, one might say.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll go without it.
I think I'll probably head out a little early here. I'm just pretty tired because today was my first day at my new job, so
Hey,
feel
same
pretty
here.
exhausted. Oh, you started a brand new job today too, Pat?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking nice, dude. Congratulations.
Job buddies.
Yeah, new job, buddies.
Good job, buddies. Woo! Yeah, but
Trophy sitting in the
I'll-
corner.
Okay,
Bro,
Bro.
no.
Sorry.
Stop that.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'll call it a little early. It was good talking with you
Alright.
guys.
See you around.
Later.
Where,
Yeah.
oh, where has my little
Al-
box gone? Where, oh, where could they
Alien.
be? Alien won't leave me alone. Die.
Ugh. This first dungeon in Metaphors is fucking long.
Have you met the Minotaur?
I did fight the Minotaur, and I found a cheese strap for him.
Wait, is there an actual Minotaur?
Oh, I saw him.
And it's an optional dungeon, but yes.
I saw
Oh,
the
dear.
boy on there. Hold on.
Tim,
It's not
Did anyone
called a
use-
Minotaur, but it's effectively a Minotaur.
Is it gatekeeping the land of the unclean and also don't roll Walter?
Trying to fight that thing normally was not gonna happen. I had to fight a cheese strat.
Walter coming in. I'll end it thus. This.
I-
No.
I-
Smirk.
I basically had to fish for a paralysis proc. Which
Yes,
is easy
that
to do
may
because you
be.
can restart battles immediately. In Metaphor.
Need to get our volley back. There you go. Lanoa!
Wahoo! Faced in Wahoo
Wahoo.
build.
Wahoo.
Wahoo.
Hey, look, it's the 2D Scrimbler with an RPG story.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
That is a Kirby
Harold,
film.
Nah, I don't think of Kirby as an RPG story. It's closer. I guess it's closer to a Souls-like secretly.
That's a weird comparison.
Well, it's all lore based.
Anything planned for Halloween? No, not really on my end for...
My plan was to put out a Halloween episode, and I did, and it did mid. Level episodes are harder to sell than our boss episodes.
Yeah, boss episodes seem to always pop off for you guys.
Level episodes have not been super successful for us. We haven't found a way to get YouTube to love it.
So there
Have you considered
should
putting
be
shadow
a
in your
bot
thumbnail?
around here.
Warbot, what's a video to do that would be an excuse to talk about Minotaur from SMT4?
I don't know, man. I don't wanna.
Guest party members? The Walter memes?
No.
There's a Minotaur in this hit game, Stray Gods.
Hello.
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 So, what levels have I missed?
You missed the Egyptian tomb.
Ah.
And the square level, so the big fire one that everybody hates on that.
Yeah, that one took me a lot of tries.
I'm currently
We've also acquired the Dragon Bot of Dojima.
trying to find another Scrimblow around here. Not showing up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which one you might be missing here.
Because we just got Klonoa, and the other one is up there.
Alright, let's see.
A laser? Do I activate this dude to go to the next part of the level? Or wait, oh, there we go!
It was.
Oh, no, that's a puzzle.
That's my. We got a puzzle.
Okay,
Well,
Does
I
anybody
assume
remember
it's gotta
the
be.
location?
I don't think there's really anything else, but I think it's gotta be.
Okay, I know that. I remember this one having a weird thing where the guy in the watering can is in the order after whoever's.
There you are.
Oh, there you are.
Oh wait, there we are. Okay.
No.
What are you doing in here?
Yeah, that's everything in this level. Okay. Yeah, I think this has definitely been the hardest world so far, which is naturally leading to the longest session so far, so yeah.
Cone!
Cool.
Haircut. Yo, Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Oh yeah, you also missed a lot of Sonic Talk Triforce onto that.
Of course I did.
Too much Sonic talk, one might say.
Rumble, rumble. You all die. I said you all die.
You kind of have to hit him.
It's out of reach.
Yeah, I can't. I literally cannot hit it.
Oh.
He's too high.
Oh, I think one of those platforms is a trampoline that's about below the thing.
You!
Who are you?
get
A snowboarder?
SSX
Who
Tricky?
are you?
Is this supposed to be an SSX?
Either SSX
No,
or
that's
1080.
Cool Borders. Cool
Cool
Borders.
borders, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, SSX. I guess the first one is a PlayStation game, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's never really been super associated with PlayStation.
Yeah, also the original SSX kind of controls like gas. So,
Tricky is just SSX but better.
yeah.
It's like I back when I did a SSX retrospective, I did skip over the first one. I did get some people on my case on that, which I guess fair enough, but yeah, it's like what's there to talk about?
At least we are being with this holiday this level. And this is not a level where they put the medieval reference weirdly.
Was he put in a different spooky level?
Yeah. But that was like I think that was a bonus level. This is a full dedicated level on it.
Wow.
Also, man, why do you have to level healer to level 10 in order to actually swap your freaking archetypes freely?
I don't remember needing to get healer to level 10 to do that. I
You-
thought it was just get far enough in the plot.
You need to do the quest for Moray.
Oh, right.
And then it unlocks the ability to swap your archetypes.
Yeah, we are playing Shadow Generations. Chaos Control.
I was gonna make the joke
Okay.
too onto that.
I was gonna.
Is time break from Secret Rings just chaos control?
But
Kinda.
significantly worse in every way.
You know what time game we should play? Quantum Break.
I don't remember what that game
Yeah,
was.
it's one of Remedy's games. The Alan Wake guys.
Ah.
It's
What about Blinks?
It's basically a movie game.
The silence is the response I kind of expected.
Like,
This is fine.
yeah, Remedy's
I-
just a thing, man.
They did actually just put out the second expansion for Alan Wake 2, the Lake House.
Yeah, I think
Just
I
in time
did
for
see a
Halloween
review of
season.
that pop up on my feed.
Who dis?
Oh! Chris! Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense.
Chris.
Alpha
The alpha
male.
male.
Why?
To do with some piano
He
lessons.
needs piano lessons.
Also,
So,
Alpha
Chris
Male,
is-
Resident Evil 1, Chris? No. He's like
No.
the worst.
No,
He's
we-
like, arguably in the classic Resident Evil series, he's like the worst character.
Also, not even the strongest version of Chris.
Yeah.
My man did not. It's so funny seeing Chris in his RE1 outfit in 5. It looks like it's gonna break. if he flexes his pecs too hard, it just shatters like that one dude from Fairly Odd Pair.
There's a thing to call. Nom.
Lab. Clock.
Jeez, my
Oh,
little dude. That.
no, that was the Pearly Clam from Pikmin. It would just clamp down on your ass after 2 brain. Coin. Astro coin.
Oh!
Oh, it's Eagle!
I fell for the bet.
Oh no! Yeah, we're not even at Dark Souls yet, and you're already falling for mimics.
No!
As I think it's just very unfortunate that when we did Palace of the Dead, you got an exploding chest twice.
For context,
I got one.
for context, in
At
14 we've been doing Palace of the Dead, which is like the randomly generating dungeon in 14, and I just keep happening every time I open a chest. It's always the mimic that blows up in my face every time.
Damn.
To the point
At
Sophie
one
made
point-
a doodle of the vamper looking so happy right before her chest blows up.
I'll be happy
At
to
one
shoot in stream
point,
chat.
At one point, Sophie got caught between a chest exploding that Pat opened up and a landmine I stepped on, got blown up by both, and died.
I still like the image of it's not an actual image, but just the mental thing of like, all right, Amber, you go open up that chest, and all of you just hide behind a brick wall. And, you know.
Help!
There we
Pat,
go.
lock up.
I'm alive.
All right,
I
time to go
wonder
find
who
Jill.
with the second thought. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely Jill, unless it's Wesker.
That'll be funny.
Great.
chaos control.
Europe is safe. Yay.
I'll say someone in chat mentioned it, and I'm just imagining Amber, but in the free run pose.
There are mimics, but no, the ones Pat keeps running into don't even turn into a monster. They just explode.
Yeah. Ah!
But remember the gimmick.
Yeah, I was trying to hit, Huh, that was weird. Wasn't activating on that.
Hyper, clock up!
I'm
I
gonna
need
look
to get
around
more
at these
people
usually
now.
like secret paths.
Wah!
Oh, that's evil.
Okay, you can't fault me on chaos control. That just looked like it was gonna be up.
Yeah.
Why do chests explode? I don't know. Yo,
That's
just
it.
like
Oh,
Crash
no, that's a real
Bandicoot.
one.
What?
Ah!
Was that a cat?
Me?
I heard a
think he was-
squeak.
I think that was the bot calling for help.
Okay.
yeah, there's Jill over there.
He's like, oh no, my rescue broke out.
Alpha female master of unlocking.
Because what
Yep.
else would her subtitle be?
Randomly gets her hair dyed blonde for whatever reason.
No, this isn't RE5, Jill.
Nice. Chameleon. Die. Die.
Okay. Go. Please tell me there's not a bot up there. Thank God. I fell into someone's bath, maybe. I'll save. My gas controls. Go. Yeah.
I wonder
Yay.
what kind of arm these ghosts have to throw the knives this fast.
They are very good at domination in Mario Party 4. Okay?
Oh
Wowza.
god.
That's not speed, they're using the Chaos Emeralds to throw.
It's gonna be so funny when that Petro rig happens and the line delivery is not entirely there.
Bets on which Sonic line are they just going to reproduce from SA2 in live action onto that? We're gonna get at least one.
You're not even good enough to
Guilty.
be my thing.
That blue hedgehog, here of all places.
Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
What now?
Oh god.
Wait, fuck. I missed it. Chat. Wait, notifications. There we go.
Notifications. Hey Pat, the taco truck's here.
God damn it.
Get on 14 after the stream. I still got stuff I gotta do tonight.
There's a puzzle
building an
piece in
airship.
these rocks, by the way.
I've been a slave to these Moogles.
Ah!
That is a phrase.
Wow! Nope.
Close save.
Nope.
I'm gonna be struggling hard to wait for the fourth movie for an Amy.
No, again, Stinger at the end of Sonic 3. Silver the Hedgehog shows up. I found you! It was Trigger!
Oh fuck.
Come on.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, it's worth it.
We got
I'm
it.
good.
I was
got
That was everything, right? Yep. Yeah, that was like the smoothest level we've had so far.
As you fall
That,
down.
that says a lot, honestly.
This has easily been the hardest world so far on this. Yeah.
Be gone, spirit.
Let's get out of here. Yeah, okay, we were on that fire level for the square ones for 30 minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I should have hit that one, but alright.
Yo, he hit the 1 frame window. Let's go. Alright, go, my Waddle Dees. Open the boss door.
Onward!
Who dis?
Like
Well,
a
first we have to
chameleon.
do the actual boss, then we find out who dis.
It's a
That's what I was
chameleon
asking. Who
thing.
dis?
Yeah, like this was the one world
Six.
where I wasn't fully sure what the cameo level would be.
I think I have a pretty good idea what it is.
What is your prediction?
I think Horizon, probably, on this one. Ah,
My man has become Kamen Rider Kabuto, but he refuses to use the time slow. Should
Time
Kamen
one is
Rider
fun
at some
just
point.
for- the time power is just fun with all the set pieces they think up for it.
Oh. This chameleon is being a bit silly.
These chameleons have aimbot, it's why you need the time stop.
Mecha Leon.
That's not the order the syllables
It's the
should be in.
chameleon. It's the chameleon from Tough Puppy.
Ah, they give you a longer time stop here. Nice.
How do you activate a robot's gag reflex?
Why does a robot have a gag
Very real.
reflex?
Oh, see, I love this
Why
boss
do
fight
I have a
piece
gag
wise.
Oh, okay.
It would be funny if one of the robots just fell in the hole immediately.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Look at this. Ah! Huh?
2 more hits.
One more hit.
Thankfully, I believe each hit against the boss is a checkpoint.
Wow,
Ooh.
My
Ouch.
man is using. My man is a mechanist. He's using chainsaw.
Oh, was it not a checkpoint?
No.
Huh.
Ah, damn it! You can't. I cannot mulligan. Look out! Some Olympus have abandoned me! He tries to kill himself, Dad. Damn it!
I love how hitting them actually interrupted the fall trail. I honestly thought your time stopped too early.
Yeah.
But it was actually calculated, and also this magnet.
Oh, Neptune.
There's a power to these bullets. How many gift subs would it take for Pat to play a Toho game? No.
You tell me.
Yeah.
Those had curve to them, good lord.
Groovy.
It'd be like some insane person who could do that without time stop.
Why does it sound? Well, why does it sound like he's having popcorn chicken off the bat? I don't know.
Come on, do it. I know you want to.
Oh my god.
He's goaded, chat. He's goaded.
Goaded.
Ah. That's a nice earpiece.
No,
you
Not the
got
nose
there.
ring.
No piercings in gym class. So,
Don't be an asshole.
when the moon hits her eye, like a big pizza pie, that's
Alright.
a chameleon.
Shadow, what are you doing over there?
What are we feeling?
I still think Horizon.
You're
Nope.
wrong.
Slowly go.
What were it? What were in those edibles?
I have a contrasting outfit to this one. Oh yeah, Loco Roco. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloodborne's about to be really
POV, you have too much. POV, you have way too much insight.
I was not expecting a Loco Roco level at all. And for those who don't know what Loco Roco is, I remember that one very colorful level in PlayStation All-Stars that a Metal Gear invades?
Yeah.
Come, little blob. Nice change of pace to your realistic gaming. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you, little blobby.
These hero stages could have used a little bit more variety. But that could also be said about PlayStation.
And for those curious about the song, it is a remix of the stage select.
Blobby!
Become ball.
Come Morb.
God, he's more than out.
Oh, okay. This is where they put that gimmick. Okay.
Shut up.
Yo, I
stop.
love Monkey Ball.
Oh my god, why are
Apparently the actual new Monkey Ball is really good.
Yes, it is. Go play it.
And yeah, they basically just took Loco Roco's gameplay and made it 3D.
Most of it's 2D.
Speaking of Sonic.
It is nice to just have dedicated 2D and 3D and not transitioning.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't think I want to go back to. I'm sick of the transition. It's not cool anymore.
Collectibles to the right.
So do you just smite yourself and become small?
Yes. This is an actual mechanic in Loco Roco itself. Where the more collectibles you got in a level, the bigger you would get.
Anyone else getting kind of Mario Damacy vibes?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Now that's a hero level.
Money!
Got it. Having a full Katamari level would have been something.
Red.
A big fan me.
Lord.
Are these blobs even characters, or they're just silly guys?
They're the different, like, friends you can find, basically.
That just looks like the two characters from what was it?
Is
Snipperclip?
that correct?
Zipper clips. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite Loco Roco character, Hank!
Hiya, Lish Blub.
So we have Jet, we have Knuckles, we have Amy.
I do like how bouncy the control is for this one.
Yeah, it's fun.
Sonic Lost World flashbacks.
To the right.
Danger!
Bluey!
Blue!
But I just find this level cute as hell.
Yeah. Collectibles for this one are really easy. to be fair, there's not a lot
I'm
of
just
place to
thinking
find
about the puffs from Puff Penguin with these creatures.
Yeah.
The Puffles.
I love Puffles.
Phantom Club Penguin.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to go back.
No!
Bro, it's time to give up on that fan. It's time to give up
That cool.
on that.
Oh, that my bad. Bro forgot to clean the fan before starting up Final Fantasy 16 for the first time.
No, that's the PS4 fan before starting Kingdom Hearts 3 for the first time.
Oh! I'm sorry, is my thing going to explode?
Dude, I swear, KH3 on the PS4, it sounds like the PS4 is going to die. Straight up.
I mean, at one point my PS4 hard locked on the like battle gate they put during the Keyblade Grave section as like a way to grind. Oh. There's nuts in your cooling fan. I think it's time to give up. There's still two things. Still two things in there. There's still two things in there.
It's fine.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Yo, G. Yo, is that Gamer Sup?
Oh no, it's Baja Blast.
Oh no, it's embarrassing to own.
Yo, is that Blowhole Blast?
I think we got like I think at one point my brother and I got an offer for gamer subs, and I think we both looked at each other like, no, no, I don't wanna.
Oh,
Stop it.
I mean, if they give me a big enough offer, maybe, but.
They give
What
me
would you
enough
call your
money
own
to blow
blade?
out my ass. I'll have asshole blow.
Oh my god.
okay.
If they give me enough money so problems just go away.
Then I'll blow out my ass.
Okay, Warbot, what would if you had a flavor? What would you name it?
I'm not gonna play with this idea.
I am stopping you right there. We have so many blurbos.
And we did miss a puzzle piece, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're going back. Okay, yes, that's real nice.
Oh my god!
Real nice, but there's one more puzzle piece we
Okay.
can get, so we gotta go back.
Well, we can do this now, so because that'll send us into space. So.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, good.
Okay, he wasn't showing up as me.
Everyone, assemble.
Avengers! Go take a nap.
Pat, you also have to
Intelligent
help.
Cube, Intelligent Cube, get over there.
We're gonna do a lot of manual labor, guys.
The good old beat the cameo level, break time's over.
Out the scramblo.
Get to work.
You gotta wonder just how long some of these hub world ones were surrounded by the robots.
Fly.
It's like at the tail end of JoJo Part 8 where Josuke and Mamazuki
Boink.
just spend like 2 days in a car that's in a tree, just like laying low.
I don't
They at
know.
one point
Part
get
eight.
pizza delivered. It's just a silly little bit near the tail end. It's like, yeah, this is just what they've been doing for a bit.
Oh, there's 3 scrimblos over there.
What if your enemy
Holy
stand was just,
moly, yo!
What if your enemy had a stand that was just, hey, did you have a thought crime? Dead.
frog cry.
Yeah, essentially.
Everyone, break.
Did you ever think about doing something bad? Did you ever have an invasive thought? Dead.
You know, I can make a real funny FF14 joke right now.
Yo,
Yeah, I think I know exactly what that would be.
Probably the realest quote about stands is from the recent death battle where Boomstick going over them mentions the one that makes a tally to it and goes, I want that one.
that's not even how it works. He's just a good cook.
The death battle, the like breakdown of that fight is really funny for like the pros and cons.
Gordo,
of each.
ER.
It's like literally Joker wins on literally everything except that. Let's see.
Juggles
is
humans
this
for
just the
fun.
Yeah, that's the problem with having Joker, or not Joker, having Giorno go against anyone because he just has an I win button.
Ramblo!
He has a cosmic I win button.
Luckily, it's fuck you anime shenanigans versus fuck you anime shenanigans.
One clearly supersedes the other.
Everyone, do you
How are you all
mind?
doing?
Guys, Octodad, get your ass out of my face. At least I
guys,
think
we
that's
all
your
ended
ass.
up in hell.
Oh, one of them fell.
And that,
All right,
and
who
one-
was
and that
resting in
monkey
hell?
was awesome.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Trico died for arson? Question mark? I haven't played Last Guardian.
Ah, the most important. Oh, first, this guy.
Whoa!
Yeah, that one's gonna take a bit.
You will not rescue the unit behind this pyramid.
Flip it! Or push it. Go, guys, go! John Bloodborne, you're really putting in the work. Thank
Yes,
you, Jack.
The 3 apes that I noticed in the crowd.
It's still really funny when
Oh,
you first beat
cool.
the Ape Escape level.
Okay.
I think they're all rescued. Well, if you go back and you see a marker on the map, then you know someone got missed.
Yo, do you think Astrobot can beat, Jiren?
Yes. Alright, so we need to go back and get that one, and then we can gamble and Astrobot will lose at that point.
Astropalooza.
All my Astrobots gone.
We're getting there. Oh, yeah, I think. Yeah, that's
Hard.
the final world, right? Not?
That is indeed the final world.
Yeah, it's,
The final countdown.
yeah, so I guess after Wednesday, there will be probably one more stream down the line when all of the, when all of the speedrun levels are available at that point, and, you know, we'll come back in for round 2 at that point.
We can acquire democracy.
The fact that it's near the end of the level, too. Alright. More lists.
Now, let me just double check what section that's in.
I do love this meme, though.
yeah.
This meme is a vibe.
But I nabbed the game on my PlayStation afterward, and yeah, the fact that this is just a stage select theme is so cute. Oh, right. Yeah, I know how we missed the puzzle piece. It's at the snowy part before you go through the gate.
Yeah. I just get a lot of PBS Kids vibes from this meme for me.
Yeah.
When PBS Kids was
I would say-
still Cree. How is PBS Kids today? We'll never know.
I don't know.
I hate to break it to you. It's
Arthur
not.
still on, or did that get canceled?
I hate to break it to you, but PBS Kids not exactly our target demographic anymore.
Indeed.
Dude, when I was 6, I felt like I was not the target demographic.
But at the same time, I don't. At the same time, I didn't have cable, so it's like, what other cartoons am I supposed to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I always just thought, like, Kid B was like, oh, that's the loser channel.
Hit the trees.
We have Arthur.
And?
Is
And?
that the case?
What, Peppa Pig or something? I don't know. Peppa Pig. I think
I don't even know if
Let me double check that.
Peppa Pig can even.
Yeah, it says once you hit all the trees, so what?
Oh, this one went down there.
No, it was those 3 trees. I don't know why it didn't trigger.
We gotta go back.
The fact you're actually seeming to somewhat roll back. What the? Okay.
Okay, the game's like, no.
Quickly,
I tried
jump off
jumping
cliff.
off.
Die! Don't hit the
behind you.
checkpoint! No!
Yeah, no, you gotta restart, Pat.
I'm checking the rest.
No,
of this.
I checked a guide. You gotta restart.
Yeah. You gotta clear the flower and snow in that area.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so the guy saw what the trigger was.
Oh.
This has got to be an interesting level on speedrunning for this, I feel.
So you gotta time the lightning bolts now. But how the original game controlled is you would tilt the 2D stages with the bumpers.
Yeah. Motion controls definitely helps a lot more on that.
Yeah, the original game was like PS3 and or PSP, so... Yeah, it'll show up in the middle of those 3 trees. Yeah, so there's a flower in the middle of the trees.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so now we go back, and it is Scrimblow time.
Gamba!
Alright, kids! Calm down, I'm getting your Chuck E. Cheese toys.
McDonald's! McDonald's! McDonald's!
1 black coffee.
Actual Shadow the Hedgehog answer.
Unless it was Maria
There's a
asking.
200 back here.
Kids, we must embark on a journey.
Assemble.
To hold my army of Scrimlow.
You know, Principal Cosmos doing great. Prep the rap also good. Hey Spike, how you doing?
Let's
I
see.
miss you.
How did we miss that guy?
Alright, everybody.
Oh!
Who is
Thank you,
worth
Ken.
a
Thank you, Spike.
Who froze the cake?
Okay, who is worth the 200?
Who's worth
200
200? Ah!
Oh my
Jump in
god!
place.
Oh my god!
An absolute legend.
Geek fiction.
I just love looking at the bots and then Crash Bandicoot. I think you can hit him now. The dude. Okay.
We're gonna get Scribblos out of the way first.
Yeah, first gotcha.
Alright! Cervezas! Yeah!
Wait, hang on. If I own ink ribbons, maybe I should ask Alan Wake.
Yeah.
Ah. Florida weather, am I right?
Puppeteer.
Yeah, that one was a deep cut I did not know when I first got it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
Not
no,
the
it's the
doggies.
zombie dogs!
Granola.
Wahoo!
And
Look
she's
at this
just
lazy
back.
fuck. No board. Yep, for cool borders only.
It took us that long to
That
get our
took a
stuff.
while to get that one.
RNG be like that
Well-
sometimes.
Boy!
There's Katana.
Yep, Neo.
No, no, no.
Nope, no, I'm not ready for an invasion.
There's Arthur at that point.
Oh! Yo, hey Pat, you wanna play some Marvel?
We are taking a while to get Cat.
I will need a new costume for that if we didn't get one.
Yeah.
Teleported away from his position on there.
The
Yeah,
rest of the
Medieval
people-
is in the game, yeah. Okay.
Cooking.
Mr. Ramsey!
No, this is Japan only one, so it would be some other chef.
Knack.
Mr. Ramirez, there's a rat.
Fuck you, Dak.
Knack, baby!
Hey.
Oh, we never actually got his, alright.
Flowers.
It's Eddie.
Oh, did we never hit... Oh, did you never get the Joker animation?
Yeah, we only just got it now.
Oh.
Joker, come down here to assistance!
Oh, a calling card!
Ah!
You escape Ace Knight.
By the way,
Goodbye.
fun fact you can see on the figure in the gallery is the back of the calling card has the PlayStation button icons on it.
Cute.
Holy shit!
Wrong!
I love this one.
This one, yeah, this one's one of my favorites.
Oh no, my knife! Wait, okay, back to it.
I love that one. Sully?
Don't worry about that.
Don't know later on.
Hey, Octo. Oh.
Wait, I got this. I got.
Hey.
Oh, what does
Didn't
Ridge Racer do
expect it.
again? Let's see. Ah.
Oh,
Puppeteer.
Ed! Thank you.
He's just knitting. Lead him be.
Alright.
Arbor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Herbert.
Oh,
Ah.
yes. Probably
Alright,
one of my
alright.
favorite ones.
All right, what do you
Oh,
got in
my
there?
Lord.
He's got Shogi.
Shogi.
Ned.
He's
Oh,
got
sorry,
Eldrin.
that
My chicken.
uh,
My
Chicken,
microphone.
Omelet, karaoke,
My band.
baseball, Shauna,
Okay.
Robin,
My
stop
golf?
sign,
My
golfing, why golf? Oh,
My-
ironing,
My
the
plushie.
Kimmy,
Bowling.
That's
bowling,
my daughter. You
bowling
asked.
Majima. No, it's
My go-kart.
fucking
My clone.
the cone.
For those curious, there is an endpoint to this, and you'll know it when you see it.
Shogi.
There it is.
My darts.
Dart.
We have now seen all the objects. And yeah, those are all items in the actual games, which is great.
Hey,
That
Big
ball-
Boss.
Oh. I want some more. I think
Dude.
he's got a few. Yeah,
Banana.
he's got the banana. Yeah, I think it's.
There it is.
Oh,
Boy. Wolf. He has
Oh,
another
boy.
one, I think.
he's turning
He has
the bear?
another one. Okay.
Oh, wait, he does? Oh,
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
okay.
Anger Boda. what'd you get? Oh, Anger Boda.
That's
take
me!
a seat.
You don't want to know. Oh.
Yeah.
He stopped that. Oh
Wow!
no! Blood trying to fly up the orbital elevator from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will get your suit enough, Dart.
I think that one does have an accessory to it.
Enter. Hello, I am Majestic Beast.
Alright, there's Claire, there's Leon. Here we are.
Ah,
Wait for
my save!
Yeah, rip that save file.
No!
Whoa!
I remember this one being really good.
Doggy? Huh?
See it from this angle.
Oh no!
My paws! Oh god!
My herb.
There's some people behind the Resident Evil stuff.
Oh, yep.
The trio.
Danger,
Ah.
danger.
Oh, false alarm.
Back to poetry.
Onimusha.
Onimusha?
My clothes! Get up, okay.
Ah!
Oh, I need that for upgrades.
Neo?
So
What? No,
I,
what's up with that?
I haven't played Neo. I'm just assuming the sword is cursed.
Yep.
I believe that is the marker if you want to summon in an invasion. Like Dark Souls style.
Oh, okay.
My bow. There he goes.
Oh boy.
Oh! Oh! Okay.
Oh!
Aye.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Wasted Wahoo killed.
Oh, I love this one.
Oh no! Who lit it?
Oh, I'm like,
Good. Anyway, who wants to fight Rathalos? Final Fantasy 14.
Alright, I think that's everybody
I've
right
actually.
now. I think so, yeah. I think that's everybody we got. Yeah, I might need to do some coin farming off screen because, yeah, we are missing quite a few on the. Oh, wait! This one.
VR guy.
Oh god, spiders!
I think the joke is that he even has spiders on his back. He's too engrossed to notice.
Okay.
Yo, truly. Yo, my man is playing Doc Hat.
Well, that will do it for this session. I know this one was very long. On to that, I apologize.